We're almost ready.
Ready to check helmet cam now.
Helmet cam looks good.
Birmingham offensive coach.
Coach the quarterback. 1-2, 1-2.
That one sounds good too. Next one, please.
King left topo. 135 Ram.
Texas 135 Ram.
Roll tape. Sound up, take it.
We are in Sacramento, California, the capital city of the state, a city very proud of its old Western heritage, yet a rapidly growing city that hopes to take its place as one of the major sports centers of the West. And we're now on the campus of Cal State Sacramento, Hornet Field, which for 1992 is the home of the Sacramento Surge. And on this opening night of Year 2 of the World League, a good enthusiastic crowd on hand to see the Birmingham Fire meet the Sacramento Surge. And welcome everybody, I'm Ted Robinson, and all of us here at USA are pleased to be with you for Year 2 of the World League. For the next 12 Saturdays, we'll have coverage for you of World League games, all of it culminating with the World Bowl at Olympic Stadium in Montreal on June 6th. Now, the National Football League has renewed its commitment to the World League this year. 65 NFL players will start this season on World League rosters, and we too at USA have renewed our commitment to bringing you the best coverage of the World League. And it starts with a newcomer, a gentleman we welcome alongside tonight, former Los Angeles Rams and USC coach John Robinson. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Ted. You know, we're going to see two very improved football teams tonight. Both coaches feel there's no comparison between the product this year and the product last year. Birmingham leads with the best defense in the league, really, and they're all back, and they could really become a dominant defense. They hope Mike Northseth at quarterback really gives them a boost on offense. Sacramento, on the other hand, has completely revamped their team. They are going with a young, talented, inexperienced defensive team, and they have Dave Archer to lead their offense. Dave's one of the proven players at the quarterback position in this league. Had a lot of success in the NFL.
Yeah, the World League is confident. The first thing all of us will notice is the caliber of quarterbacking will be better in the league this year, and we'll be right on top of the quarterbacks as part of our innovative coverage here on USA. We'll continue to hear coaches talk to quarterbacks, coaches talk to coaches. It's spontaneous. Sometimes it can be combustive. But, John, what's your feeling on the coaches and quarterbacks talking?
Oh, I think it's a great thing. It's coming in football. You know, as fans in this telecast, we're going to be more intimately involved with this game than any other environment. We're going to get a chance to be involved and see what's going on. I think the quarterback conversation or the coach's conversation with the quarterback is going to be a very important thing in years to come.
And again, we welcome back Helmet Cam, which will take you right into the action as no football fan has ever been before.
Yeah, all of you that have fantasized about being down there and playing, you get a chance to see it firsthand. You're going to be in the helmet of a player, and you'll see just what the player sees, assuming, of course, the player has his eyes open.
Well,
it's an exciting thing.
We hope that Birmingham quarterback Mike Northseth, who will wear helmet cam tonight, has his eyes open for most of the game. But we're excited to kick off Year 2 of the World League, and we're glad you're with us here in Sacramento, California. It's the defending champs of the North American West, Birmingham, against Sacramento, coming up on USA.
We respected what Phil was doing, but we weren't going to let him know that. Look, if you want to work out, lift weights.
Like a normal person, huh? Ride a bicycle.
Or swim.
Yeah, or go bowling or do something.
Something safe.
Just be there, all right?
Oh,
one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Budweiser.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was great. That was crazy.
Last week at the Lake Edna KFC, there were two incredible occurrences. One was the long-awaited introduction of new skin-free crispy chicken. People were astonished that skin-free chicken could be so crispy and juicy, astounded over the deep marinated taste. And the UFO is interesting, too. Get 3 great kinds of chicken, including new skin-free crispy in a variety bucket, just $9.99. The juiciest deal in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
Remember when you were young and the world seemed brighter? Success and happiness were just around the corner. What happened?
Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind. For only $5.95, it's a great investment in yourself.
The World League on USA is brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. And by Budweiser, the king of beers. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, nothing beats a Bud.
Hornet Field on the campus of Cal State Sacramento. A nice crowd on hand for the opening night of Year 2 of the World League. And Year 2 means he is back. He's our 4 horsemen all rolled into one. He is Michael Barkan. Where are you, Michael?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to say. A couple of rule changes this season, Ted. First off, the 5-yard bump rule is history. That means the defensive backs must keep their hands off the receivers the whole way down the field. That should encourage a more wide-open style of play. The second rule change you'll see in just a few moments, and that is the World League is abandoning the 2-inch kicking tee for the 1-inch tee right here. And this should mean less trajectory on the kickoffs, shorter kickoffs, and it'll make the kickoffs a little less humdrum. Should look something like this. Well, you'll see it in a few moments.
Should have known better than to try to kick it straight on, Michael. You're giving your age away. Well, John, the rule change that everybody in the league is talking about is the no contact at all from defensive backs to wide receivers. What's your feeling on that?
Well, I'm not sure that anybody really knows. Everybody hopes the receivers will be freer and able to excel in the vertical passing game, but defenses may react by backing up and forcing them to throw the ball in front of them. We're just going to have to see. I don't think either coach quite knows either. They're all curious about it. Of course, the defensive coordinators are very worried about it.
Birmingham in the white jerseys with navy numbers, and it is Eddie Britton on the left and James Henry on the right that are back to receive the opening kickoff from Sacramento's John Needs, who is their second-year kicker from Arizona. Sacramento in the aqua uniforms. At least we hope you have color that you can fully appreciate the aqua with yellow trim. Well, about 3 months ago, this was a 6,000-seat junior college stadium. The Sacramento Surge have renovated, refurbished, and turned this into a 30,000-seat stadium ready for the World League as James Henry brings the kick back. And Henry is run out across the 25 and run out with some authority, amongst others by John Nees and Derek Kelson. Well, we'll see 2 quarterbacks with National Football League experience in this game, and there is Mike Norseth from Kansas, who has been with 4 different National Football League teams, and in the tiebreaker exhibition game last week against London, Norseth threw for better than 200 yards. Elroy Harris will be the top running back for Birmingham. Phil Ross returns. He'll be an H-back with Willie Boyer and Eugene Rowell outside giving them some speed. And the offensive line will keep an eye on the right tackle, Joe Valerio, 74, as Harris gets the ball for the first time. And he's off the left side for a short gain. Joe Valerio, 74 for Birmingham, is a second-round pick of Kansas City. He will have to block Mike Sinclair, who has been loaned to Sacramento by the Seattle Seahawks, and that is clearly a matchup to watch in this game.
Yeah, we're going to see some real competition there. One's from Kansas City, one's from Seattle. They're probably rivals to begin with. And
we look at the rest of the Sacramento defense. We'll also keep an eye on their middle linebacker, Michael Jones, number 55. He has been allocated by the Los Angeles Raiders, who have protected him. Flag down. And the ball down as Norseth was flushed out to the left side.
He just didn't have any place to go with the ball and had to start to scramble. We've got a holding penalty. A decision now for the Surge whether to take it and put them 2nd and 18 or go 3rd and 8. It's one of those decisions I think coaches sometimes are not quite sure. You want to ask somebody next to him, what do you think? It looks like they are going to decline the penalty, and let's see.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 75 on the defense. Ooh. We have holding, number 74 on the offense. Penalties offset. Repeat, 2nd down.
I think we hit that matchup right there. 2nd play from scrimmage, and Valerio of Birmingham and Sinclair of Sacramento get into it.
They must have been listening to us there. Here we get a chance to look at a replay. North just can't find anybody. He's trying to survive now.
So Valerio
gets the ball batted down.
And Valerio just reached out and pushed Sinclair down to the ground. So the play goes at a 2nd down and 8. And here's Elroy Harris. And he's hammered to the turf as he crosses the 30.
Good tackle by Junior Robinson coming up. He's got an injury.
And if that is Harris, it continues. And I believe it is. Yeah, it is Elroy Harris. You see he's in some pain. He is a very talented running back who last year, playing for 2 different teams in this league, battled injuries.
Junior Robinson came up and really put a fine tackle on. When you get corners that like to play defensive, like to cover, to come up and tackle, you've got a good football player. There's a real hit, and he's hit from the back just as Robinson makes contact, and that's where the injuries come. Watch the shoulder go right in at the knee, hyperextended knee. He's got a problem. You can tell by the way he's lying on the ground. That's one of the things as a coach you can almost, you don't see the replays when you're down on the sideline, but depending on the amount of pain and how they're lying on the ground, you unfortunately get some real clues about it.
This is an injury that for Chan Gailey and the Birmingham Fire is not welcome on the 3rd play of the game. The World League teams have only 36 players on their roster, so you have to be very selective in your roster choices. Birmingham only has 2 running backs on their roster, Harris and Steve Avery. The rest are wide receivers and tight ends. We'll come back to Sacramento in a moment.
It's nothing serious. It only wakes me up a couple of times a week. It really doesn't affect me. I avoid foods that are fried or spicy. I can deal with it. I just take antacids.
If you have frequent heartburn symptoms like acid indigestion or burning in the chest, talk to your doctor. These may be signs of a serious medical problem. Your doctor has treatment plans that can help.
It's only a heartburn. I should learn to live with it. Right?
Frequent heartburn. Isn't it time you talk to your doctor?
Call now and have a little fun with blondes.
I suppose you spent hours researching this fascinating topic.
Personal experience, and here's what I found.
How do you know when a blonde's been using your computer? There's whiteout on the screen.
Why did the blonde want her pizza cut into 6 pieces and not 12? Because she couldn't eat 12. Call now and hear the latest joke.
Instead of being the latest joke.
Leave one or send one to your friends.
Call now 1-900-454-4070. $3 per minute. Must be over 18.
Flakes? Just flakes? Hey, hope you don't mind me saying so, but this stuff looks wimpy, you know what I mean? I mean, look at it. Who's going to eat this stuff? Nobody I know, I can tell you that right now. Good. Fine. I made a mistake, okay? But it's good. Simple, down to earth. I mean, that's a muscle, you know what I mean?
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Cornflakes?
Taste them again for the first time.
Through the eyes of Mike Norseth, the Birmingham quarterback. Take a look at the field, and here's what Elroy Harris just experienced.
Harris had no chance to absorb the blow. He's being hit from behind and takes the shot in the knee. The good news is he got up and walked off the field, so we may see him again. It'll be a little while, though.
So the Birmingham Fire have Steve Avery in the game with 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 4. Norseth drew Sacramento off. So that's a free play that Even though it is stopped short, Avery is brought down by Bill Goldberg of Sacramento. That likely will be a penalty that will give the Fire a first down.
Coaches try to tell defensive linemen, don't hear that quarterback, just watch the ball.
Okay, let's go with a wing left, Bing 203 swing.
Bing 203 swing.
How
well,
rhythmic.
I think that's a pass where the tailback is swinging. 203 is the patterns of the wide receivers, and
wing left.
Liable to be a short pass.
Bing 203 swing. Bing 203 swing, right?
It was Chan Gailey, the Birmingham coach, who made the call. Mike Norseth in the huddle. And a first down after the offside penalty. And well overthrown to the far side. Intended for Eugene Rowell.
It's great coverage by McWright out there. Norseth really, I think, threw the ball away. That's what experienced quarterbacks do, is when they see they don't have what they want, they're willing to throw that ball just so that it isn't picked off. It was a good coverage.
Play already went into Norseth. What a great view that is.
Down.
Blitz. And Norseth gets out of there. And boy, that ball almost was caught by two Birmingham people, Boyer and Avery. How Norseth got away from Louis Riddick of Sacramento is amazing.
The blitz is coming now. Riddick's coming off the corner, basically is unblocked. That's generally the quarterback's responsibility to see him. Norseth doesn't see him, but he becomes pretty athletic here, stays alive, gets a chance to throw the ball away. I'm not sure whether he was trying to throw that one away or see if he could get it in there, but he threw it right on the sideline again. Here's the ball in the air. Ball comes right through the hands. Actually, I don't think he could have kept his feet in bounds, but he did have a chance to catch the ball. A well-placed ball by Norseth. That's an important quality in a quarterback, to try to keep disaster from happening to you, and he did a nice job of avoiding the blitz. But once those blitzes are successful, they keep coming. So we're third down and 10 now.
There's Louis Riddick from Pittsburgh, part of an entirely new Sacramento defense this year that Birmingham's Chan Gailey told us this morning. He said they're a much more physical team. We've seen it so far.
Harris is back in the game, so that's great.
3rd and 10, 3 receivers left. Nice move, and that's a Birmingham first down as Eddie Britton made the catch and avoided the one open field tackler that had a shot to bring him down.
That's a World League rule there, that when you throw a screen pass and throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, the offensive lineman can be downfield. That's an effective play.
Wing right zipper, 134 slant, 134 slant, ready?
Just shy of midfield.
Pass again.
Down.
Avery, the lone back. Quick hit to Britton. And he is wrestled down on the far side by Robert McWright of Sacramento. But that's another 5-yard play.
Okay.
We'll listen in.
Nice tackle by McWright there.
34 slant. Let's go, guys.
It's 34 slant. We got a second down run.
Wing right close. 134 slant. 134 slant. Ready?
Oh, that may be a pass. That's such an intimate view. I think that's just great. We're right in the middle of this thing.
Oh, in the backfield, Avery is brought down by Mike Sinclair.
Mike Sinclair, the Sacramento coaches felt like he was maybe their best defensive football player, and he really gave us a look at an up-the-field move that's a big play, and that's against a good offensive tackle, Joe Villaro.
Sinclair is a property of the Seattle Seahawks, and he was one of the players the National Football League allocated to the World League this year. He's going against another one in Joe Valerio.
Well, he steps inside and just is free, and boy, you love that. Defensive linemen say, man, I like this.
4 wide receivers on 3rd and 7. And flags are down as the pass goes off Boyer's fingertips.
Again, it was good coverage by McWright out there. They're trying to single him. Boyer against McWright, and McWright has done a good job. But again, that starting count drew him offside, and if you're sitting at home, you can hear how emphatic that count is. Okay. Here's a look at the helmet cam. You can see the quarterback getting the ball back, looking to his left. You know, it's always interesting how hard it is to see. There's somebody in your face just about all the time. That was a nice throw, but it was a great coverage. And but again, the staggered starting count.
Offside.
Really helps them.
Repeat third down.
Well, Birmingham has had one second chance so far.
Hey, go on down. Come on down.
Let's go.
124 base.
124 base. 124 base. Right? Let's go. Get the ball.
It's Jim Haslett, former Buffalo Bills linebacker, who's the Sacramento defensive coordinator. Third down, less than a yard. And Dorsett keeps it and should have enough for the first as he crosses the 40-yard line.
Well, I'm sure Mike is starting to feel pretty good at quarterback now. He's been able to throw the ball with some effectiveness, getting the quarterback sneak, getting your bounced around a little bit, get another first down. Here he is going straight ahead. You can feel that more than see that. Nothing like it.
The sound's got to be good for you up here. It's different than hearing him down the sideline.
Screen pass.
And Avery hauls it in. Steve Avery, who's property of the Green Bay Packers, takes it inside the 35.
Screen pass on first down. Again, I think screen passes will be an effective rule, an effective play in this league with the rule the way it is. The linemen don't have to worry about being
close.
downfield.
Hopo 136 stretch.
Let's go, you guys. Set right close, Hopo. 136 stretch. 136 stretch, right?
What does a stretch mean, John?
Well, I think it's a slant off tackle. They'll try to get the ball outside. Again, they're second and about 3. They get a chance to run the football for a first down. Ball's coming this way, I think.
It's to Steve Avery. He got slowed up at the line by Sinclair and then brought down by Nate Hill, 96 of the Sacramento defense.
Again, as you said, Ted, Sinclair is right in the middle and really destroyed that play. And he looks like he's tired right now. He's got his hand up, but he's off to a good start. They might be thinking, let's go to the other side, see about the guy on the other side. Here comes a nickel. I'm surprised Sinclair's coming on.
What's the matter?
Sinclair's off. Got something, his eyes all ripped open.
I think we found out that's why Sinclair came off.
Yeah.
No problem there.
You know, 22 dime, we just checked.
This is the 10th play of Birmingham's drive. And on third down, Avery has the ball knocked away. Incomplete.
He didn't have possession, but I am really impressed with Robert McWright. He has been outstanding at corner, particularly coming up. Both corners, Robinson and McWright, have really shown me something, both in coverage and in how physical they are. It's a long field goal, the first field goal of the year. Boy, that's pretty close to being at the edge of his range. We'll get a look at it.
See, even if Avery had held the ball, he would not have had a first down. And now Philip Doyle, who was just signed by Birmingham this spring. He's out of Alabama. He'll try a 50-yard field goal. And it has the leg, and it is good. Wow, that's something we didn't see much of in the World League last year, but the special teams and the kicking game should be better. And Philip Doyle nails it from 50 to put Birmingham in front.
This year, Kraft is helping to feed our athletes as they train for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Because we know after a hard day's work, there's nothing better than coming home to a good meal. Kraft, setting the training table for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Eat like a U.S. Olympic athlete with this Kraft cookbook, free at participating stores.
New Jersey in the 90s. This 68-page book gives all the reasons why companies are moving from across the river, the nation, and both oceans to New Jersey. Moving to New Jersey are corporate headquarters, back office operations, high-tech firms, even some manufacturing. If your company has relocation on its mind, New Jersey in the 90s is must-reading. Call PSE&G for your free copy.
Call today, 201-430-6861.
Hal Summers. Mr. Morgan. Golf date? Of course I remember the golf date. It's tomorrow.
Hal forgot the golf date with his boss, which means he forgot to buy new clubs, shoes, and golf wear. No need to worry. He went to New York Golf. Their knowledgeable staff found him everything he needed. Well, Hal still can't putt, and that's just fine with his boss.
Great match. Now let's talk about that promotion.
New York Golf. We're here when you need us.
Losing your mind is only the beginning. Duplicates on USA. Tomorrow night at 7.
Nate Hill on the Sacramento sideline. The surge defense stopped Birmingham, but Philip Doyle nailed a 50-yard field goal, which ties a World League record. And Birmingham has points to start the game. Kirk Maggio kicks off, and this one very short. Fielded by an up man at the 20-yard line. And he's just across the 25. Tony Burse with the return for Sacramento. And we get a look at a very established quarterback who takes over in the World League for Sacramento, David Archer from Iowa State, the 2-year starter for the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll have a highly thought of running back from Cal State Fullerton and Mike Pringle behind him. And Eddie Brown and Carl Parker are the wideouts. Good offensive line for Sacramento. They like the left side of Stevens and Buddenberg. Ooh, Archer got smacked as he threw the ball, but tight end Paul Green has it at the 35.
Good start for David Archer. He got the ball off in good time, and here they come up on the ball. They're going with the no huddle to try to take a little off of Birmingham.
260!
9 yards on the first play.
260! Hot! Hot! Hot!
This is a play fake, and Tony Burse with it. And he is across midfield. So 2 plays, big yardage for Sacramento, and a first down. There's the Birmingham defensive front. This defensive unit, the best in the World League last year, and almost all of it back intact. Darrell Phillips was second-team All-League last year. The inside linebackers, outstanding, with McGowan and Brantley, a first-teamer in the league. And 2 first-team secondary men in J.R. Holland and John Miller. So 18 yards on the pass and a first down, Sacramento.
195!
This time Pringle caught in the backfield. Brought down was Arthur Hunter, on the headhunter of the Birmingham secondary, that made the play for a 4-yard loss.
Excellent job by Hunter. He's got one of the helmet cams on, so we're going to see him have a chance to come up and support the run in this game. That's a very good job.
That hit
was so hard. He knocked the helmet cam out. We got to get him not to hit quite so hard. Excellent play by him. Dave Archer off to a good start. 2 big passes right off the bat.
5 minutes to go first quarter. 3-0 Birmingham.
265! Hot!
Up the middle goes Pringle, who was in the Atlanta Falcons camp last year. Arthur Hunter makes another tackle after a 6-yard gain.
Pringle has great speed and great ability to break plays, and I think we will see some of that somewhere in the before this game is finished. A very prolific runner in college, and he's just, I think, going to make a big difference for this team.
Okay, Stevenson told you yesterday, John, he has a much better running game this year with Mike Pringle and former Nebraska standout Doug Dubose. They let their leading runner from last year go, and Victor Floyd.
260! Hot!
4 receivers on 3rd and 6. And that's a first down catch by Mark Stuck.
We've got a penalty again in the holding area. But again, you can see the level of improvement in the quarterback play. These quarterbacks are both off to good starts, understanding the situations they're in, through the ball well.
Get them lined up.
You had a buck, a 4LC BI from Buckeye. All right, and then the coverage was 11 dog free.
Holding, 62 on the offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat third down.
Rich Stevens, the left tackle for Sacramento, called. It's their third penalty already.
You know, you hate to go back in the huddle after you get that holding penalty. You take away a first down, possible points. That's kind of tough in that huddle for Stevens right now.
Sacramento coaching
Johnny
box.
Fonz up there, brother of Wayne Fonz, who did such a great job for the Detroit Lions this year.
Ooh, a high snap. Archer hauled it down. Up the middle, and it's incomplete. And it was almost picked off by John White in the Birmingham secondary. It's intended for Mark Stock.
It was good coverage, and I think Archer did a good job of stepping up. He had good pressure from the outside. Gave it a good shot. Again, penalties make such a difference. They're punting now from their own 45, where they could have been 1st and 10 inside the 40.
John Neese will do the punting for Sacramento. One of the better punt returners in the World League is back, and he is Birmingham's James Henry. Neese blasts one. And Henry lets it hit on the nose and in the end zone. And so Birmingham will come out after a 54-yard punt by John Neese. We have 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Opening night of the World League, year 2. Birmingham with the lead.
The trouble with lots of lawn tractors is you have to stop every time you shift gears. Now, for about the same price as other tractors, you can buy the new MTD with clutch-free on-the-go shifting that keeps you moving. With the MTD, you'll be finished, while other tractors are still going, and stopping, and going, and stopping. MTD yard machines, the best buy on the American landscape. American-made, American-owned.
Where would the action be without cable? In just 1 month, a subscription to cable gives you over 1,200 hours of sports programming you wouldn't be able to see anywhere else. Cable contributes to life.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
Come to a place where so many people are rich, gorgeous, and dead. Silk Stockings on USA, tomorrow at 9.
The literal opener for the second year of the World League took place earlier today at Montjuic Stadium in Barcelona, and the Frankfurt Galaxy defeated Barcelona, shut them out on their home field. Mike Perez passing for better than 200 yards. He's back as the Frankfurt quarterback this year. The European teams are going to be strong again. All three have their quarterbacks back from last year when they were the 3 best teams in the league. Mike Norseth on first down for Birmingham, and he hits his H-back, Phil Ross, out of Oregon State, and that's a first down.
It's a bootleg pass, similar to what Steve DeBerg at Kansas City has done so well. Both quarterbacks are excellent fakers, and that gets the linebackers out of place, and then those short receivers have a tendency to really be wide open in those plays.
Chan Gailey told us that he thought his team tonight would be twice as good as they were in the last game they played last year. That's the marked improvement he feels his team has. Roy Harris Picks up about 4, and I think, John, the biggest factor in that statement by Chan Gailey is just that what people forgot last year was that this league was put together so quickly. Play started so quickly. There was a lot of problems organizing things.
Willie Reed.
It's almost like putting together an all-star team
Wing left goes
without all-star.
135 slant. 135 slant, right?
Here's Mike Norseth talking to his group. 135 slant. It looks like a run again.
Second down and 6. Eugene Rowell in motion. Willie Boyer. One-on-one on the sideline, and a nice play there by Junior Robinson. He rides Boyer out short of the first down.
Again, they're trying to put all of their formation over to the left and then come back with single coverage to Boyer. Again, Boyer's an effective receiver, but both corners, again, are doing an outstanding job of coming up and making the play. Force them into 3rd and 2, which is okay.
Good, let's go, Steve.
We're down to a minute and 40. Remember, the clock runs on just about everything in the world. It doesn't stop on incomplete passes. The time will move quickly. That's a full house backfield. It's a play fake. Norseth was looking deep. A flag is down, and Norseth runs for what should be a first down. But a flag was thrown in the defensive secondary.
He had somebody open deep for a minute. He just couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah, it was Craig Hudson ran up the middle of the field, wide open.
We have a holding penalty. I think Herb Welsh just reached out and kind of grabbed him and said, "Oh my gosh, I got problems here." Rather daring call on 3rd and 2 in your own 40.
There is no illegal contact. There was not a pass. The run down counts. First down.
All right, there's Gary Lane telling us that what Herb did was okay. So Birmingham gets a first down on the scramble by Norseth. Already a difference for Birmingham, which struggled so terribly on offense last year. They've converted 4 or 5 first downs, or 4 or 5 third downs, I should say.
Mike has done a fine job of scrambling and just playing the quarterback position well.
Pitches to Elroy Harris. Nice cutback. And he breaks away from Louis Riddick. And Elroy Harris with a big gain to the 30 of Sacramento. 25 yards for Harris. And now let's go down to the sidelines and Michael Barkan.
Ted with operations manager, game day operations, Tom Huskins. And as you look around this stadium, and it seats 26,000, the new home for the Surge this season, realize that Tom built this stadium himself in 68 days. Why the rush?
First off, I didn't build it myself. We only had 68 days because Fred Anderson decided in December that we had to do it. We had to kick off on March 14th.
How many did it take to build it?
Approximately 200 people. We had a great crew, and it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it.
Back upstairs.
Now we're waiting for a signal here. Was Norseth down, or was it a fumble?
Everybody's got to get in the act, pointing which way they think it is. I think we got a case of officials looking at each other and saying, "Did you see it?"
All right,
if this were instant replay, it would definitely be a fumble. No instant replay. It looks like the officials made the right call. Good for them. There's the ball, definitely out.
Nate Hill knocked it free, and Louis Riddick recovered it. So Sacramento takes over on a fumble at their own 27 with 1 second remaining in the first quarter.
They were so far off.
All I'm trying to do is push them off a little bit there because they got first down on 31. Okay, just push them back.
Mike Norseth and Chan Gailey talking. Here's the last play of the first quarter. Pringle. And Pringle with a big gain. And he'll take the ball into Birmingham territory. Well, there's no question the World League wants more offense. Well, we've seen it in the first quarter. A very early return. Not a lot of points yet, but good yardage. And after 1 quarter in Sacramento, the Birmingham Fire lead the Surge 3-0.
Check it out. Check it out. It's starting to snow.
Besides a powerful V6 engine and a gripping new suspension, the Isuzu Trooper has been thoughtfully redesigned.
Hey, let me see that hand.
To include a tiny little knob.
We're four-wheeling now, buddy.
To make everything right in the world again.
When sports cream, when arms are sore, when legs ache, when muscles hurt. Why Sports Cream? Massaging Sports Cream in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why Sports Cream? Because it works.
Ever tried plaques? Rinsing with plaques before brushing loosens plaque and helps break it up. So you remove more plaque than brushing alone, leaving your teeth cleaner, brighter, and smoother. Break up the plaque with plaques.
Back at Sacramento at Hornet Field with John Robinson. Ted Robinson, no relation. Unless you have an inheritance you haven't told me about yet, Uncle John.
We don't know about, right?
But this is the opening night of World League 1992. We'll have 12 consecutive Saturdays for you here on USA. And right now the Sacramento Surge have a first down at the 45 of Birmingham. David Archer has completed 3 of 4 passes in the first quarter for 54 yards. Pringle now the lone setback. And Archer throwing it, and it's caught for a first down inside the 30 by Eddie Brown. A Canadian Football League standout with great speed, and David Archer completes a first down pass.
David Archer got himself some extra time with a kind of a planned rollout. Eddie Brown was able to push the corner deep and then come back to the ball, and it was a well-thrown ball, a well-executed play.
On one, ready?
We jumped on the quarterback's call.
Come go!
This is Arthur Hunter now in the secondary for Birmingham, wearing helmet cam.
390! Hut!
From the Birmingham 27.
Touchdown.
Paul Green has it inside the 5. First and goal, Sacramento.
Again, David Archer does a great job of faking, lets the tight end get open in the middle. Paul Green, a former USC standout, made an outstanding catch.
Junior Jackson's the cover.
Goes by the linebacker. The linebacker saying, oh my gosh, there he goes. Nice throw by David. Nice catch by Paul Green. There's an old Trojan. He got him down in there close to the goal line.
Sacramento has brought in Jared Johnson, 76 on the top left of your picture as an eligible receiver. So they run it with Pringle for a touchdown. .73 yards for Kay Stevenson's Surge, and Mike Pringle gets the first Sacramento touchdown of the year.
I'm a little disappointed. I expected a demonstration there. Mike Pringle looks like he's been doing that stuff all his life, but nice lead block by Tony Burse, a very efficient drive, and a great leadership by David Archer. It's amazing what happens when those quarterbacks play good.
Well, there's been a difference early in this first game. John Neese for the extra point. And he hit the upright. So Neese hitting the upright, missing the extra point. But Mike Pringle with the touchdown, and Sacramento has taken the lead here at Hornet Field. We see another one clang off the uprights. It's the Surge 6 and the Fire 3 from Sacramento.
Imagine being in the Rose Bowl for Super Bowl 27, or in Montreal for World Bowl 1992, the World League Championship, or in London to see the Washington Redskins versus the 49ers in the American Bowl, or relaxing in Hawaii with the NFL's greatest players in the Pro Bowl. Now imagine being there for all of pro football's biggest events. You can win this grand prize in Pro Football's World Tour Sweepstakes, sponsored by Delta Airlines. Stay tuned for more details. The World League, expanding the future of pro football.
I was seeing my parents off, and I realized...
Dad, what do you got in here? Gardening equipment?
They've planned their retirement for a long time.
Common sense says the time to plan for your future is today.
One day, it's going to be our turn.
And Fidelity Investments, America's largest mutual fund company, can help you begin.
Debbie?
One day, Jeff sat down to figure out how much we'll have for retirement.
How's it going, Einstein?
Very funny. Take a look at
I
this.
thought we were doing a pretty good job. At this rate, we'll never retire.
Over 2 million Americans trust their retirement savings to Fidelity with choices like Magellan Fund. Magellan's approach to stock investing has made it the #1 performing mutual fund for the past 15-year period. So call Fidelity now for this free booklet, a common sense guide to planning for retirement. You'll also receive everything you need to take your first step. Call 1-800-772-6600. Fidelity Investments. Common sense. Uncommon results.
The Sacramento side, it's the offensive line getting some coaching. Jim Kreiner, former coach at Iowa State, working with the offensive line here in Sacramento. John Neese ready to kick off after a 73-yard Sacramento scoring drive. This is high and short, and James Henry will field it. Big hole. And the fumble goes out of bounds. And Birmingham will start an outstanding field position there across the 40. So a 33-yard run back before Neese, the kicker, made the stop. Birmingham will be in good field position when we come back.
Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
Start your week with a bang. Former two-time heavyweight champ Tim Witherspoon tops the card when Budweiser presents a special edition of USA Tuesday Night Fight. Monday.
On Counter-Strike, sometimes it takes a woman's touch. Counter-Strike, an all-new season on USA. Saturday at 6, 5 Central.
This year, Kraft is helping to feed our athletes as they train for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Because we know after a hard day's work, there's nothing better than coming home to a good meal. Kraft, setting the training table for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Eat like a U.S. Olympic athlete with this Kraft cookbook, free at participating stores.
Tomorrow, the USA Movie Special features Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, co-starring in DOA. Tomorrow at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. And then a family loses their minds to a government experiment gone wrong. Gregory Harrison and Cicely Tyson star in Duplicates. That's a USA world premiere movie tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. Now those guys will miss it. Sacramento secondary will all be tuning in. Right now we have a first down for Birmingham. From their 39 is Norset from Elroy Harris. Now we got a flag down, although Birmingham's
got a penalty coming.
Birmingham's opened up some holes.
We have a penalty. Harris is really very impressive, coming back from what could have been a serious knee injury. He is the dominant runner, certainly, on the field. And when you start to find those holes that big, that really makes your offense very successful.
Number 65 on the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first
Swing
down.
right, bingo, 203 swing.
Both quarterbacks have been very successful passing on first down, 6 and 7.
The guard's got to pick that look for it. Be your left guard.
Left guard's got to get the strong safety blitz there. Wing right, bingo, 203 swing, bingo, 203 swing, right?
And the left guard for Birmingham is Rick Apolskis, 65. The left guard will have the responsibility of the strong safety. First and 20. Good catch by Willie Boyer over the middle. Boyer, a returnee from last year, as a first down, or actually just shy of a first down.
Again, successful quarterback play on first down. Fake to the back. Boyer coming down the middle.
124 base. 124 base.
Here's the quarterback throw, and you can there's not much pressure, and boy, they throw the ball a lot better without a lot of pressure. There you can see a nice lane for him to throw. A nice job by Boyer. Well executed play.
It'll be one of the nicer looks that Mike Dorsett gets tonight at his receivers. Inside, Harris didn't get there. Stopped shy of the first down. They needed about a yard, and Bill Goldberg got in to make the stop.
22X, 22X, 22X.
Chan sending in 22X, which I think
get
is
this first down here. Let's go.
Straight at him.
22.
It's third and short yardage.
You can feel the quarterback getting in a rhythm, starting to talk to his team. He's starting to get a feel for the game.
Set left close. 137 OT, 137 OT, right? Come on, Roy, I need 2.
They're huddling up awfully close to the line of scrimmage.
Way to go, Mike.
Let's go, it's all right.
They need a long yard, and Harris drops the football. And Sacramento has it in Birmingham territory.
As a counter play, it looked like the back just took his eyes off the ball. Sometimes those backs won't let the quarterback put the ball in there. You can see, that ball's just put in a little too high. It's more the quarterback's fault on that fumble than it is the back. So the back gets the blame for it, but that one's got to go to Mike Norseth on that one. And I'm sure he knows it.
Basil Proctor with the recovery.
Great field position for the surge.
How do you think?
Chan Gailey did not want us to join in on that conversation. 6-3 Sacramento, and they take over in Birmingham territory.
We got a screen.
Paul Green with a lot of blocking in front. And finally run out of bounds by Junior Jackson, but Green gets a first down for Sacramento.
It's a screen pass. Kay Stevenson is doing a great job of it. It's a play-action screen where everybody's rolling. They're creating a flow this way. You see the whole defensive team going that way, and boom, here it comes back. The screen pass is going to be an important play in the World League this year because there's no penalty for linemen being down the field. Great job by.
And you could see Ernie Rogers and Lanzino wait. They were 15 yards in front of Paul Green.
190!
Pringle. He's upended after a short gain.
8-7. Put him to Tony then, Bob. 8-7. Let's go. Let's go split right. Smoke hot. 424 wide.
Oh, you right. Smoke hot. That sounds like a good play. Doesn't smoke hot sound like a play you like to call?
Do you have that in your repertoire?
Well, we might have not been called smoke hot. Maybe that was one of our problems.
On one. Ready?
Smoke out, I think, is a three receivers coming out. They'll shift out of the eye, probably get a split backs here.
260! 260! Hot!
Second down, 6. Tony bursts, and that'll be a first down for Sacramento inside the 20.
Dave Archer took a peek downfield, didn't have what he liked, and went right to his fullback, Tony Burst, who's a big-time blocker and a good receiver for him. David Archer knows how to use his receivers.
Yeah, everything I've seen so far, Bob's been X-shade.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
They've just said screw the adjustments.
And
that's the Sacramento coaching booth talking down to Kay Stevenson. Archer's hit 5 in a row. With the first down out to Birmingham, 17. And a reverse to Green. And Green could have been knocked down for a loss. Instead, he turns the play into a short gain.
Let's go.
You okay?
They had a total dog, Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. Go in. Pro. We got pro. Yeah. Let's go split right. And let's come with 51 quick.
51, first down. Ready? Get to your hooks.
Well, this is I think a quick pass that he's trying to look out.
And that's a loose football. And it is not picked up yet by Birmingham, and Sacramento covers it. Oh, and what a bad mistake there by Otis Moore of Birmingham, who should have recovered that fumble.
He had a chance for 6 points. I think he had that in his eyes. Said, man, it's my chance to score, and he just didn't get a hold of it. We had the outside linebacker, Oliver, came off the corner, hit David in the back. He really didn't have a chance. Unblocked as an assignment error.
Here you'll see 71 more come in.
It's his touchdown. He can see it. Oh, my gosh. There it goes.
That's that terrible feeling. And come flying back in is Carl Parker, wide receiver, to pick it up.
That's why it's sometimes not too much fun to play quarterback. Good. David Archer does a great job there.
And Archer hits it. And stopped shy of the 15 is Stephon Adams. Well, you're seeing a couple of strengths that Sacramento has right now. Better receivers than they did a year ago. And Archer, John, you know when you played against him in the NFL, Archer has always been very mobile.
Very mobile. Both quarterbacks have been mobile in this game. They've had pressure on them that they've scrambled away and made big plays.
4th and 8 for Sacramento.
Now it is 4th down and 8 yards to go. From the 16-yard line. Sacramento has sent John Neese out to attempt a field goal. This will be from 34 yards away. Mickey Gidry, the backup quarterback, is the holder. And now Mickey Gidry doesn't like something in the setup, and Gidry takes a timeout. So with 7:23 remaining in the first half, the Surge will be trying to add to their 6-3 lead.
We got him now, Coach. We had 2 down. We got him now.
Follow the Surge.
Last week at the Lake Edna KFC, there were 2 incredible occurrences. One was the long-awaited introduction of new skin-free crispy chicken. People were astonished that skin-free chicken could be so crispy and juicy, astounded over the deep marinated taste. And the UFO is interesting, too. Get 3 great kinds of chicken, including new skin-free crispy in a variety bucket, just $9.99. The juiciest deal in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
TWA's low transatlantic business flyer fares are for business travelers who are serious about saving money. Save on every TWA flight to Europe. Save on first class, now only $1,400. Save on business class, now only $900. Or save on business saver economy class, now just $550. And these low business flyer fares are fully refundable without the usual restrictions. So if you really want to save money, call your travel agent or TWA at 1-800-892-4141.
Take advantage of 40 years experience selling and servicing Volvos at Kundert Volvo on Route 17 North, Hasbrook Heights. Kundert's new showroom offers the widest selection in North Jersey, and right now you can take advantage of special factory leases and incentives, like this new 92 DL4A for just $289 a month for 48 months, and this new 92 944 GLS for just $359 a month for 48 months. Don't wait. Buy or lease a new or used Volvo now from Kundert Volvo, Route 17 North, Hasbrook Heights, 288-8984.
Strike. Counter-Strike. An all-new season on USA. Tomorrow night at 10.
Sacramento with the lead, and they'll have John Neese out to try and add to it with what will be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Arthur Hunter lined up on the field goal block team here for Birmingham. David Archer is doing the holding now for Sacramento, and he called a timeout because the Surge did not have the right people on the field. And that one is kicked right into the line. It is kicked into J.R. Holland of Birmingham, but that one never had a chance.
Well, I'm sure John Neese is a little bit concerned right now. He missed the first extra point, and now has had a field goal that had a better chance to go through the center's legs than it did Jose.
Now, I want to know if we had a microphone on Case Stevenson right now. What does a coach say when he sees this guy kick a ball?
Oh, you just don't look at him. I mean, you know, what you're thinking and what you say are 2 different things, but, you know, you know that it's points that you're never going to get a chance to get back. That actually looked like it was blocked coming off the side, and
J.R. Holland was the man who got in there. So first down, and it's Elroy Harris again. Elroy Harris, who had a couple of 100-yard games early last year for Montreal, and then was cut, wound up at Birmingham. He's off to a good start here tonight.
He does a nice job of starting to the left and cutting back to the right, getting the flow of the defense going that way and finding a big lane. He's been impressive. particularly when you think of coming back from an injury that I'm sure there was about 30 seconds on the ground where he said, oh my gosh, my career's over. 7 yards per carry, that's impressive.
6:40 to play in the half, 6-3 Sacramento. Birmingham in white with the ball. And now Norseth runs out of places to go, and he is swarmed over. Sinclair is in there, George Bethune, Bill Goldberg, the whole defensive front. Sacramento,
on the outside.
not many teams in the World League play a four-man front. Sacramento has done that this year with Jim Haslett.
Here's a look at Mike Norseth going back. He made a comment, they squeezed me from the outside. There's George Bethune up the field, forces him to take his eyes off the field, and now he's what they're all looking for. He's got that quarterback stranded, and they love that on defense.
Ruby!
The sack of Birmingham's Mike Norseth. 2nd and 13. Juggled and held for a catch by Willie Boyer. McWright on the tackle again for Sacramento.
Boyer's been one of those receivers that's willing to come across the middle. You know, there are receivers playing this game that don't like that. Boyer seems very effective. He had good coverage by McWright again, but it's hard for a cornerback when the receiver is willing to come across the middle. Boyer's proven again that he's an outstanding player.
Boyer started opposite Andre Rison at Michigan State. They were starting wideouts there in the late 80s. 4 wide receivers for Birmingham and 6 defensive backs. Flags down. Free play is overthrown. Intended for Eugene Rowell, and another flag is down. So Sacramento's going to have a double shot here.
Well, the quarterback got himself a first down by a starting count again, and you know, we had a chance to actually hear that over our television, and it was a close call on the secondary, but it does look like he got there a little early. But again, Mike Norseth has done a fine job of controlling the game.
Not catchable. There is no pass interference.
Not catchable, but still going to be a first down.
Offsides, number 75, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, it's the second time in the game we've had a call changed or a flag negated.
But that's a good call by the referee. I mean, they have to make a positive decision to say, hey, that shouldn't have happened. The guy making the call has to make that call, but then somebody over it.
Yeah, I would say that's a real shaky call to say that's an uncatchable pass.
Well, I promised I'd be nice to the referees at least once.
I mean,
yeah. Definitely uncatchable. That's my brother there as the referee that I'm trying to protect. I'm going to like talking about these referees. That's the last time I'll be nice to them.
You've got to clean it up here, though, John. First down for Birmingham after the offside, and Elroy Harris just keeps turning ahead, and he gets about 6 or 7 yards out of it. Let's go down now to Michael Barkanders with David Archer.
8 of 9 for 137 yards, and you're going against a Birmingham defense that led the league in several categories this year. What's being effective for you?
Well, fortunately we've gotten guys clean right off the bat, but I tell you, they're coming after us. They're a good group of people out there, and we're just going to try to stay after them. It's only 6-3. It's anybody's ball game right now.
A couple of rule changes that have made it perhaps a little bit easier for the offense. What do you think of that? The receiver can't be touched, the release on the screen?
I don't personally like the no-bump rule. The coverage doesn't clarify itself very much, but fortunately we've been able to see things right now.
Okay.
Let me say hi to my nephew's having a birthday. Happy birthday, Josh.
Where else but the World League? Back to you, Ted.
And a loose ball there is recovered by Cesar Renti. The offensive line for Birmingham. Bill Goldberg knocked it free.
Billy Goldberg was with us in the Rams for a couple of years, and if anybody is going to make that
calm, sedate guy, isn't he?
Oh, Billy's excited right now. It was a stunt that got Billy, that's a great look. We got a stunt that got Billy open and a chance to hit that back, and boy, he took advantage of it. That's a defensive lineman's dream there, saying, oh, I got one.
Bill Goldberg out of Georgia. Third down and 4. And Mike Norseth wants a timeout.
Didn't like what he saw, and we heard him turn to the referee and say, hey, I'm going to talk about this one.
Break right in that crease, okay?
Chan Gailey will chat with Norseth while we take a break. 3:26 to play in the half. Sacramento the lead.
tastes like a beer, 'cause it should, 'cause it's brewed like a beer. Of course it's good. Have a couple, have a bunch, one for the road, 3 for lunch. Let's be perfectly clear, it's what beer drinkers drink when they're not drinking beer.
O'Doul's, the brew from Anheuser-Busch, with the alcohol naturally removed for real beer taste and only 70 calories.
Anytime, anywhere, it's what beer drinkers drink when they're not drinking beer. O'Doul's.
It's nothing serious. It only wakes me up a couple of times a week. It really doesn't affect me. I avoid foods that are fried or spicy. I can deal with it. I just take antacids.
If you have frequent heartburn symptoms like acid indigestion or burning in the chest, talk to your doctor. These may be signs of a serious medical problem. Your doctor has treatment plans that can help.
It's only a heartburn. I should learn to live with it. Right?
Frequent heartburn. Isn't it time you talk to your doctor?
Got it? 1 second, son.
To achieve superior results,
Now? Don't be so impatient.
you need superior tools. Since 1843, a company from New Britain, Connecticut, has been helping people do things right.
Okay. Try it now. Finally.
Stanley.
All right. You know, someday these tools could be yours. How about the car, Dad?
Stanley Mechanics tools at leading retailers.
In your face football. It's kickoff time when the Orlando Thunder face the Montreal Machine. World League football on USA. Next Saturday, live at 8 Eastern.
We're back in Sacramento at dusk. 3:26 to play in the first half here at Hornet Field.
Where's the on three, ready?
Mike Norseth, after a timeout, trying to get Birmingham to convert on 3rd and 4 at the Sacramento 47.
Let's listen to the starting count. It's going to be on 3. Let's see if he can draw them off again.
Almost 3 receivers right. This time Sacramento stayed onside, but the pass is thrown into the ground at the feet of Eddie Britton.
That was again a screen pass. The screen pass is going to be a very popular play with those linemen downfield. It's a potentially big play. That's the first time Mike's really thrown the ball. Here's the throw. That's just a poor pass. He had him open. He could see him. Probably tried to guide it. Sometimes when you're throwing the ball only about 15 feet, you tend to let that nose go down, and that's what happened there.
Kirk Maggio, the first punt of the night for Birmingham. Junior Robinson is a single safety for Sacramento. Pretty good kick. Robinson with a fair catch inside the 15. 33-yard punt. So with 2:47 to go in the half, Sacramento very deep in their own territory, but we'll see how they choose to play it. We'll listen in on Cade Stevenson.
Go split right, 25 weak. He can't go, the tight end can't.
The call was split right, 25 weak. That's the 2 back and the 5 hole to the left. So
no, he's not in there. He can't go.
He's going to be a little conservative, at least to the 2-minute warning. I'm sure he's looking at that clock saying, hey, do I try to get points or be conservative?
Where's he shade, Bob?
This is the deepest Sacramento started in their own territory.
360! 360! Hot!
And it's a handoff to Tony Burse, who's across the 15.
Hey, Dallas. Okay, we got Dallas. Should have Dallas out there. Hey, go gun, Dallas, right, 48 sweep. Gun, Dallas, right, 48 sweep.
That's the shotgun that he called. Gun right, 48 sweep. They're going to try to get him in a passing defense and then sweep the ball to the right. There's David saying, hold it down, fans. You're making too much noise.
That's a nice problem to have.
Sure is.
390! 390! Hot!
And it is Pringle trying to get outside. Nothing there. Penetrating for Birmingham was Tracy Sanders, 27, out of the secondary that turned the play in. A 1-yard gain and now a timeout.
We're at the 2-minute warning.
Bob, they brought the extra safety up there. Yeah, they did.
Exactly 2 minutes. Here's Arthur Hunter in on the tackle of Pringle. 2 minutes in the half. 6-3 Sacramento.
Don't get hit by an annual fee. Carry the card that doesn't charge one. And keep yourself out of the hole. It pays to discover.
When sports cream, when arms are sore, when legs ache, when muscles hurt. Why sports cream? Massaging sports cream in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why sports cream? Because it works.
This year, Kraft is helping to feed our athletes as they train for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Because we know after a hard day's work, there's nothing better than coming home to a good meal. Kraft, setting the training table for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Eat like a U.S. Olympic athlete with this Kraft cookbook, free at participating stores.
Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
Now the best set of inside linebackers in the world, like Paul McGowan, you see there out of Florida State. And he plays alongside John Brantley out of Georgia.
He's got those linebacker eyes, doesn't he? That kind of blank stare, waiting for somebody to hit.
4-3 set, 2.
It's 3rd and 5 for Sacramento. And Archer completes it. And Carl Parker, who caught 52 passes here in Sacramento last year, has a first down across the 35.
That gives them a chance to start into their 2-minute offense now, and you can see David Archer getting his club up there, ready to go on it. The clock stops.
4-3 set, 2.
And there's a nice grab by Eddie Brown, the 8th straight completion for Sacramento on a first down in Birmingham territory.
World League rules now. The clock stops after first down, much as college football. They're taking a timeout as well. But that's an excellent throw and catch. And it was excellent coverage. The corner was on the wide receiver.
47-yard line, so we're in good shape. I think we come here with, I'd like to get down that a little closer and go pro. If I send pro in there, it's mine to straight right, okay? Okay. We go to 1 down.
You want 2 plays here? We gotta go with
2 plays. Let's go. Let's come with. How about tell him get in Dallas 4. Let's go 826 fullback wheel, and just 1 play 826 fullback wheel. Let's go.
That's good television. Now that gives you a look at what really happens.
We're going to go gun Dallas.
A good quarterback and a good coach.
When he says he wants to go pro, what does that mean?
Pro means a split back formation.
You wait now, baby.
And he's gonna have the back split here.
4-3 set. 390. 390. Hut.
Heavy pressure from the secondary. Great catch. Eddie Brown, touchdown. That was a marvelous throw by Archer and a great catch by Eddie Brown.
Eddie Brown just got way up in the air and made a huge catch and then was able to regain his feet. Watch, here's a linebacker coming free. We don't see it here. But watch him up in the air. Big catch. Kept his feet. Touchdown. David Archer had to stand in there and take a hit after he threw the ball. That's, again, we're seeing really outstanding quarterbacks. I guess I'm overdoing that, but watch here now. 59 goes inside. Here you're going to see the linebacker coming free, or actually it's the safety coming free. Gets a good hit on Dave. That's when a quarterback earns his money, and that's an outstanding job and a great catch. That's just good football.
Don't you think this makes Fred Anderson, the man who spent $2.5 million to really create this field here, the owner of the Surge? You see, that kind of offense with the new people he brought in this year is going to make his heart beat a little faster. And they're going to go for 2 points here, I believe.
Yeah, they're falling behind. on that, you know, with the missed extra point. So they might as well try to get up 10, up 9. Field goal and a touchdown puts Birmingham ahead. Let's listen to David.
Zoom, far left. Quarterback 8 cross on 2-on-2. Ready?
I think this is going to be a quarterback draw. David's going to get the 2 points himself. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right.
390. 390. Hot, hot.
Sacramento moved to lead. At the right side of the offensive line for the surge move.
There's going to be a rollout pass with the quarterback and probably option pass and run. Now they've got the ball in a little closer. It gives them an option either to run or pass here.
False start. Offense, number 54.
It was the right guard, Byron Forsythe, who jumped for Sacramento, so now he's got to kick it.
Extra point. There you get a chance to see Kay Stevens make that decision. He's got about 4 or 5 seconds, and he's got it. That's good coaching, and we're getting a look at two very good professionals running their football teams.
Has reported as an eligible receiver.
It's something that I certainly enjoy being a coach, seeing how they're doing it.
Well, Archer will hold now for John Neese, and this is a 25-yard extra point try. And that just sneaks inside the upright. So Sacramento going 86 yards here in the closing moments of the half, and the Surge now leads Birmingham 13-3.
This year, Kraft is helping to feed our athletes as they train for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team. Because we know after a hard day's work, there's nothing better than coming home to a good meal. Kraft, setting the training table for the 1992 U.S. Olympic team.
Eat like a U.S. Olympic athlete with this Kraft cookbook, free at participating stores.
Unleash yourself in the mind maze. Free your imagination. Escape your reality. Can you win in the mind maze? It's a perfect place. Drift into another world where everything is what you make it. It's magic. It's the mind maze. The mind maze, where it's all in your imagination. Call 1-900-933-9283. Adults 18 and over only. $5 per minute.
On Sacramento, the Surge on opening night, now with a 13-3 lead. They found themselves a quarterback.
Sure have.
David Archer has had a splendid first half. John Neese kicking it. James Henry will bring it back. And still plenty of time for Birmingham to try and do something as Henry brings it out to the 33-yard line with a minute and 33 seconds to play in the half. And now a little flag goes down, and I think Sacramento may have committed a dead ball personal foul.
Those are the things that kill you. That gives them a real chance now to move forward. That'll put them up close to midfield, and that's great field position. And those things that just drive you nuts as a coach. You can see where the 1-inch tee has made an effect on the play. That ball was kicked. It was a good kick, but it came down on the 10. They ran it back outside the 30. So I think that's going to have a positive effect on the number of kickoffs returned.
Unnecessary roughness, number 56, number 75. Penalties offset. Both players are suspended for 2 downs.
I like this rule. I mean, there's some consequence for a fight or a pushing match or a shoving match. 2 men have to go to the penalty box. Next year, we might have a penalty box down here like in hockey. They have to go sit.
Wait a minute, that is both on them.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jan Gailey. Gary Lane didn't tell us which player was on which team.
Hey, Mr. Official, that's both of them guys. We don't have a 56 or 75 on the field. That's against them.
They
That's right, it does.
They couldn't have been fighting each other.
Hey, how about out there?
Jan Gailey is asking for a little help. Gary Lane, the referee tonight, is a former National Football League quarterback. There's 56 of Sacramento.
That's
Basil Proctor.
That's the kind of thing that you just hate to see. You know, you want your players emotionally into the game, but you don't want that kind of process.
Is 75 going to stay in the game? You going to let 75 play now?
It wasn't him.
There's 75 playing.
Shan would like to have a headset connected to the official now.
Right there on your side.
A little confusion, you might say. Here's Norsek on first down. And that ball is dropped by Steve Avery coming out of the backfield.
Again, good pressure by Mike Sinclair. He and Joe Villano are having a good contest, and Sinclair put good pressure that time.
Let's go with a 372 out. Trips right.
See the quarterback, the pressure's coming from the right side. Trying to throw it. Again, that short pass, Mike is having a little trouble with that. That ball's going down on the ground on him.
Yeah.
Down. 4 wide receivers on second down and 10. Well, Sacramento bringing a lot of people, and that one is not held by Boyle.
Hit me right in the face.
Seth telling Gary Lane he got hit in the face.
We're going to see the helmet cam. Mike releases the ball and gets hit right in the face, and he's going to tell the referee it's a blitz. The safety's coming.
And he's got a legitimate threat.
And he threw the ball well, and it was again good coverage out here by Junior Robinson on the defensive right.
A minute 22 in the half. And a handoff to Avery inside, and he won't get the first down. So Birmingham will have to punt the football away with, that'll be less than a minute. Sacramento has no timeouts.
Well, this gives Sacramento a chance to do some business.
Chan Gailey, seeing Sacramento has no timeouts remaining, telling Paul McGowan to run some clock. And he's looking up at the play clock, and they can still let it run for another 12 seconds.
See, again, there's a sign of good coaching there. Chance the head coach gets in and gets what amounts to about 15 seconds.
A bad snap to Maggio. And Sacramento will have the football inside the Birmingham 10 with 34 seconds left in the half.
Maybe he should have taken a little more time. That's a trend. Now that snapper, he doesn't want to come back to the sideline. He'd like to stay. He'd like to come over on this side. That's tough. It's not only high, it's off to the right. Maggio doesn't have much of a chance. At least kept it from being a touchdown. No timeouts. They're gonna have to use this clock well.
Bill Anderson, number 50, the center for Birmingham. It is first and goal, Sacramento. Pringle. Oh, good play. Wow,
He's got the clock going.
And he never got out of bounds. And Pringle did not.
Clock.
Pringle should have
This is the clock play. He's trying to get him set just to put the ball down. Gives them 12 seconds. Hey, that's a nice job. Now they get a chance, maybe throw one ball in the end zone, then go for the field goal.
Let's listen to Kay.
Take one more chance, Kay.
Hey, 5. All right, let's go. Hey, let's go. Go spread. Go spread, and let's go 50. No, we can't do that. Get in split. And let's go 52, quick 222, quick 222.
Split right.
That's it, Kay.
You coaches are so decisive, John.
On one.
This is a big play now. If he'd have gotten out of bounds, he'd have had 2 of them. He didn't, and now they had to kill the clock, so it's third down. They got one shot at it.
Let's reset.
12 seconds. They have to get to the end zone here.
390. Hut.
Oh, David. Carl Parker was the intended receiver, and John Miller broke it up.
That was his worst pass of the half. I think he had almost a perfect half. He was lucky there. Now they get a chance to go for the field goal.
This is going to be the look of Arthur Hunter.
He's watching the quarterback. There he sees the ball thrown. Whoa!
21-yard field goal.
That's a great look. I love that.
The shame of it all for Sacramento was if Pringle on the first down play had gone out of bounds, they would have had 2 shots at it. So that cost them a down.
Again, manipulating the clock is an extremely important part of this game.
So John Neese trying it from 22 yards away, and he missed it. Wow. So special teams failures here on both sides.
That was the snapper. Now we've had 2 bad snaps. I don't think you can give that one to John. You probably can give the first 2 to him, but not that one. That ball was rolled back to him. John's got to be feeling down a little bit.
David Archer, the holder, right on the ground.
The ball's down. That's a great job by David, but that's enough to knock the timing off of the kicker. Holders are a huge part of this, making adjustments, and snappers, of course, as we've seen in 2 plays in a row. Crucial part of this game, and boy, it can be tragic when it goes wrong.
Sacramento has missed an extra point and 2 field goals in this half, and Birmingham gave him points on a platter. But the Surge could not capitalize, and Norseth just holds the ball here to run the first half out. And a first half that Birmingham will be a little disappointed with some of the mistakes they made. They dodged a tremendous bullet, though, on the last one. Our Budweiser halftime report will include a profile of Jack Youngblood, an executive with the Sacramento Surge. We'll also have highlights of our first half. All of that coming up. We're at halftime. Hornet Field in Sacramento. And let's go down now to Michael Barkan.
Right here, Chan. Here we go.
All right, Michael Barkan on the sidelines. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, with esteemed Chan Gailey, you just talked to the officials. What were you concerned about?
I just had a comment that I needed to make to them about something, and it's gone now, and I need to go to the next thing. I'm not going to talk about that on the air.
Miscues hurting you guys.
Yeah, we're just turning the ball over. If we don't turn the ball over and moving the ball down the field, we just can't turn the ball over. We'll win the ball game if we don't turn it over in the second half. I truly believe that.
You're not getting the ball, though. Your defense has been burned a couple of times. What are you going to do to adjust in the second half?
Well, you just can't give up the big plays. There are a couple of blitzes and things like that, and I think we'll settle down in the second half defensively. I trust our defense.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. I'd hate to be in the locker room, though.
All right, Michael. Chan Gailey was steep. Sacramento Surge will lead the Birmingham Fire 13-3, and our halftime activities will begin in Sacramento right after these messages.
Honey, I really think that was the exit back there. Don't worry, honey. I know exactly where we're going. Okay, I just don't want to be late. You did call Chuck and get the directions, right? You relax. Just up here, another mile or so. I feel a whole lot more comfortable if we could just call and double check the directions. Look, will you stop and ask this guy for directions?
The Isuzu Trooper has been thoughtfully redesigned.
Okay, this is looking real familiar.
To include just about everything one could possibly want or need in a four-wheel drive. Like, for instance, his and her map lights.
Armored and dangerous. The New York, New Jersey Knights return to Giant Stadium this spring, setting their sights on total domination with this season's even more deadly run-and-shoot offense and world-class defense. The Knights are poised to power their way to the World Bowl championship. Backed by the NFL, with NFL players, Knights football is NFL football in the spring.
Night season tickets are going fast. Call 1-800-394-NYNJ or Ticketmaster today.
Today, recycling is more important than ever to our future. So now who can tell me what we recycle and why?
Paper.
Good. We use it to make new paper products.
What else? Cans and bottles. So we'll have less stuff to throw away.
That's great. Recycling is important because we want New Jersey to be just as pretty when you're grown up. Now, what do we want everyone to do?
Sort it out before you say it out. Recycle. Yay!
The Budweiser Halftime Report is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beer. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, nothing beats a Bud.
Now at Hornet Field in Sacramento, the Surge leading Birmingham 13-3 at halftime. When it comes to intensity, dedication, and hard work on the field, no one can relate more than former NFL defensive end Jack Youngblood, who spent 14 years with the Rams, playing in 7 Pro Bowls, twice earning NFC Defensive Player of the Year. Now Jack Youngblood is the Director of Marketing for the Sacramento Surge.
My expectations are perfection. That's the way I played the game. That's the way I approached the job. That's the way I hope that I approach anything that I do in life. Chuck Knox was the coach that basically saw some glimmer of hope, I guess, and he brought me into the office, and I never will forget the conversation. He said, you're my boy. It's your job to play left defensive end, and you know what that encompasses, and I'm looking to you to get the job done.
In the first round of the playoffs at Texas Stadium against the Cowboys, Youngblood fractured his fibula, but continued to play. He went on to play in the NFC Championship the next week and the Super Bowl.
If you can't run, you can't play. I can still run, I can still perform. Maybe not at the level that I wanted to, but I still wanted to perform. The desire was still there. You'll always be a formula at whatever it was until you reach a goal or you reach a level of success in the next thing.
Good afternoon, Sacramento Surge. Jack Youngblood, one moment.
If there's any one thing that you do learn about playing team sports is the fact that you've got to play as team. Just do it is one of our slogans around here. No matter how it gets done, you've got to get the job done. You don't have the vehicle in the business world to be as intense as I was on the football field. If I was that intense in marketing the Sacramento Surge, I would run all of the people off and alienate myself into my own little world, because that's the way I played.
He has made the transition completely from being a superstar player to getting involved in a front office operation, and that certainly benefits this franchise, and I think benefits the World League.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Jack Youngblood inviting you to get Jack the broadcaster. That was a dream. It was not as easy a transition as I anticipated. I thought that I would be a lot more natural at it than I was.
Jack has a very unique style. He can put you at ease when he shares from his experience in the NFL. You know he's been there.
If you have time, you've got to do something for yourself every day. You can't be just a single-faceted person. You're spiritual, you're physical, and you're intellectual. So you've got to take care of all 3 of those. You can't neglect them. I had a meeting with the defensive line at the starting of training camp. I said, I expect perfection from you. I said, that's not reality, but that's my expectation. If you have an opportunity, if you can still play, if you can still run, if you can block, you can tackle, you can catch the ball, then use that, because the real world is coming. You only have a finite number of opportunities to participate. So you've got to use those and use them to the best of your ability. If you don't, you've left some money on the table. You haven't played the game the way it can be played.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when we thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did.
The Olympic team. Eat like a U.S. Olympic athlete with this craft cookbook, free at participating stores.
Sacramento leads Birmingham 13-3 at halftime, and lest we be accused of rushing to judgment in any way, shape, or form, John, I think we'd have to say that off the first 30 minutes of football we have seen, much more efficient offensive play than we saw in the World League last year.
Absolutely. The efficiency between the quarterback and the coach, I think, is something we've had a great opportunity to get up close and see it. I think both quarterbacks have done a good job. Of course, turnovers is always the denominator in football, and it has been in this half. As Chan Galley said, going off the field, if we don't have turnovers, we're certainly in this game, and that's been the problem. But both quarterbacks have done well.
David Archer engineered 2 long touchdown drives for Sacramento in the first half. The first one resulted in this touchdown by Mike Pringle.
Archer threw the ball to get him down to the 3, and Mike Pringle just follows his fullback in for a touchdown.
Archer had an extraordinarily accurate first half, which is something you remember about his NFL days, Jim.
Absolutely. It's again the efficiency of the experienced player, and again I think we saw both coaches doing well. I've also been impressed with the perimeter play. The catching of the wide receivers have caught the ball well, and just about everything has been contested by the defensive backs. And here we see probably the play of the half. Archer sits in and holds it. We see the wide receiver, Eddie Brown, making a cut inside. The ball's put at a place where the defensive back just can't get it. Eddie Brown comes down with it, and touchdown.
And Sacramento had 2 touchdowns in the half, and we also had helmet cam. The helmet cam came from the Birmingham side as they made a goal line stand here to stop Sacramento in the final minute. This is Arthur Hunter wearing the helmet cam.
Arthur Hunter tries to get a little jam, which is illegal, but he still does it. Then he sees the quarterback, the ball's thrown to his teammate who drops it. But again, you see how quickly it all happens.
It's been instructive for you, hasn't it?
I love it. I just feel like I'm in there and knowing what's going on at a much different level than I've ever been watching a game.
Well, Sacramento leads by 10 at the half. It could have been more had they been able to capitalize on that last Birmingham mistake. We'll be back with the second half from Hornet Field in Sacramento in just a moment.
I'm not taking these cars will go fast.
The Tower Bridge, crossing one of the rivers that run through and around the city of Sacramento in north central California. 13-3, Sacramento has the lead, and the leading coach, Case Stevenson, is with Michael Barkan.
Coach, I guess you don't want to change a thing other than the special teams miscues. You're playing awfully well, and without overstating the obvious, David Archer really doing well.
Well, Dave's doing a super job, and we expected that. And but we've got a couple of people injured right now. We've got to compensate for that, but we'll hopefully be all right.
Offensive game plan stays the same? Keep passing that ball?
Well, we've got certain things that we want to do in the second half. Part of it, obviously, is to keep throwing the ball.
He's holding his cards to his vest. Back to you.
If anybody should be able to get that hand displayed, it should be you, Michael. Well, Sacramento leading 13-3 with 2 quarterbacks with NFL experience here. We expected better passing this game. We certainly have seen it from Sacramento. David Archer was 12 for 15.
And has made some big plays, too, with those 12 completions. He's gotten the ball down the field, and they've certainly mixed up their offense.
Kirk Maggio kicking off for Birmingham, and Sacramento will field it. Stephon Adams just stays in bounds. There's another Raider allocated player, and he's out across the 25. We'll take a look at the number, and the glaring number will be the Sacramento passing yardage.
Yes, he's made yardage down the field. He's made the big plays. The percentage of completion hasn't been much different, but certainly he's got the ball down the field. And look at the time of possession. Birmingham has had the ball, but they just haven't done as much with it and haven't converted much into points.
You see Archer come up on first down from the Sacramento 27. And this is Doug Dubose. If you're a football fan, that's a name will be familiar. He had back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing years at Nebraska, then a serious knee injury, and then a substance abuse problem. Ended his NFL career with San Francisco 49ers.
Doug has great speed. He was, as you were saying, had a great career going for him when a bunch of bad things happened. He was in there at fullback and got the quick draw, and that's a great way to get his season off to the right kind of start. Still in there now.
360. First down carry.
360. Hut.
Most did not play in the first half, but he gets the ball again. This time he ran into J.R. Holland, bounced off him, and then was run out by Miller.
There's J.R. making a tackle in his home stadium as former Sacramento State player. Family is all here and came up and did a nice job.
J.R. Holland. They call him Hollywood. He runs a gym, physical fitness facility here in Sacramento in the offseason. First team All-World League last year.
Split left, smoke right, 444 read screen right on one. Ready?
Smoke right. There's that.
Split left. Split left. 34 set. 290. 290. Hot.
Quick to DeBose. And by the legs, he's dragged down by Tracy Sanders across the 45. And David Archer, it's interesting, John, told Michael Barker earlier in this game what he told us yesterday. He really does not like the no-bump rule because he says as a quarterback, I can't recognize the defense. So he said what I'll probably have to do in this game is take more underneath passes.
And you could see there, he looked downfield, didn't have what he wanted, so he dumped the ball off fast. Again, that's an experienced quarterback seeing something, knowing that it isn't what he wants. Now he's
34
third and 5.
set. 360. 360. Hot.
Inside handoff. And DeBose is going to be stopped short as a flag comes flying.
Flag comes in. That might have been a face mask. The official was looking right straight at it. Could have been a clip. His face mask is going to give him a first down.
We'll see the face mask.
Here's the one right around the face.
Face mask.
Now, if we had a helmet cam on him, we would get a look at some fingers there.
First down.
Paul McGowan called for the face mask penalty.
Archer sitting on a 13 for 16 completion average. Again, first down in positive field position.
I'm right.
Let's see what he does.
15 weak.
We're going to run the ball.
The Birmingham 43.
34 set. 260.
First down at the Birmingham 43.
260. Hot.
Pringle bounced off one man. Look at Archer running there trying to throw a block at the last minute.
Archer's getting excited. Great job by Oliver, the outside linebacker. He just dominated the fullback's block, and there was just no place for Pringle to go. That's one of those individual plays that outside linebackers on the 34 can really affect.
Maurice Oliver, very fine Birmingham linebacker. It's a 4-yard loss. But David Archer's 30 years old. He's one of the older players in the World League who truly is excited. I think on a little bit of a mission
260
in this league.
260. Hot.
Play action to Tony Burse. And Tony Burse, by evading the open field tackler, runs for what might be a first down, and then another flag is thrown at the end of the play. 16 yards on the play before Hunter made the tackle for Birmingham.
Again, there's a runner who understands his own skills. He's an up-the-field guy.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 27, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Sanders got a little extra kick. You see at the end of the play, Sanders gets a little extra in there. A little frustrated about not making the first down. Wide receiver's trying to block him, and he's letting him know you're not supposed to block me.
Where did they teach that move?
Those are the things that you just can't do. I mean, that's the thing that he's trying to explain. Man, the guy got me first, but there's no excuse. There's no way you can get out of that.
So Sacramento leading by 10 now as a first down at Birmingham's 16. Inside goes DeBose down near the 10. You hear Archer encouraging his teams. I think, John, and David Archer talked about this as well. A guy like David Archer, who's a former starter in the NFL, sees what Stan Gelbaugh accomplished by playing in the World League and having success last year. And Archer said, hey, maybe I can do it too.
Sure. Plus, he just loves to play this game.
787 flat on one. Ready?
Split left is 787 flat is a pass probably to the fullback. Tony Burse is liable to get a touchdown here going out in the left flat.
360. 360. Hot.
There's the 6 to Carl Parker.
again, a lot of poise. They're kind of overwhelming the Birmingham defense right now. Parker, who's been an excellent receiver. See the fullback in the flat, Parker inside. Parker's his first choice. He goes right by the linebackers. Those are the two of the best linebackers in the league, but without a bump on that inside receiver, I think we see the first example of what this rule means. Down in close, you've got to get your hands on that inside slot receiver, and they don't. John needs to kick one through the uprights here.
And he's
attaboy. You needed that one. Nice goal.
Okay, Stevenson wheels away. Not a smile yet. Sacramento, 3-7 a year ago, leading here 20-3.
No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why sports cream? Because it works.
Definitely a difference between these two teams. Birmingham won the division last year. They kept many of their players. Sacramento overhauled virtually their entire defensive team. And Sacramento has 8 players on their 37-man roster right now that came from NFL teams this year. That's the second highest total in the World League. Orlando has 9 on their season opening roster. Eddie Britton running the kick back. And he was stood up as he crossed the 20-yard line.
Well, the momentum certainly is in the Sacramento camp right now. We've got another penalty down there. Those are the kind of things that just drive you crazy as a coach. That's about the third personal foul type penalty we've had after the play. That's why as a coach you're so reluctant to let players talk or demonstrate, because it's hard to control it once the adrenaline goes. You start thinking
sportsmanlike conduct, 85 on the covering team, 15 yards added on to the run, first down.
Stephon Adams of Sacramento is called there for the 15-yard penalty, and that'll give Mike Norseth and Birmingham much better field position.
That's where, as a coach, you gently walk over and put your arm around the guy and say, shut up after you pick the play.
One zipper? No, just leave the wing left.
37-yard line for Birmingham.
Let's go, you guys. Let's do it. We're still in this fucking game. Let's go.
All right. He's got to keep him calm now, Mike. You can't get, it's one of the things that we're privy to see here is the emotions of the quarterback as he leads his team.
We're privy to hear it as well. Get it to Boyer. Willie Boyer is the go-to receiver for Birmingham on his first night, and that's a first down near midfield.
Here's Chan making his next decision.
There you go with the wing left. Ruby 269 10 flat.
Let's go. Get in there.
He's going away from the run somewhat.
Ruby 269 fin flat. Ruby 269 fin flat. Ready?
Ruby is the pass blocking. That means some sort of a right type pass blocking. They've got to convert some points here in this drive. Keep in rhythm.
Again, Norseth to Boyer. That will be another Birmingham first down inside the Sacramento 35. Fifth catch for Boyer.
Boyer and almost all of them have been down and in. He's a big receiver, and he's able to kind of rebound that ball in there. Now we're going to the run. They've made 2 first downs. They're coming back to it.
135 slant. Ready? Let's go, Roy.
135 slant, I think, is just an off-tackle play to the tailback, Harris, who's averaged 7 yards a carry here. Get him back in the ball game.
There's Harris, and that place stopped.
Bill Goldberg jumped inside and got penetration, and as Harris started to come back, he just didn't have anything there. There's Billy sitting down on the thing saying, right, I got him. Getting up a little slow there, Bill. That's a bit.
Do you like players playing with those Darth Vader shields?
Well, I don't think it, you don't see anything as a defensive lineman anyway. He's ugly. Maybe it's just as good that they cover him up. Not really. Bill's emotional football player. Guy that loves this game.
Second down and 9. 8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Poorly thrown ball by Norseth, intended for Elroy Harris. John, I'd say for Chan Gailey and Birmingham, you mentioned this is a key drive. Last year, Birmingham got behind 20-3. The game was over. They couldn't score 20 points in the game. They need to see if they can do that this year.
Sweet. Trips left, 129 sweet.
Here he's looking at 3rd down and 10. He's coming with a run on a passing down.
On 3, 129.
He may be thinking a field goal, although I'm sure he's got to try to get it.
Wednesday. Down.
Archer has been a shining performer at quarterback tonight. 4 wide receivers on 3rd down, and they give the ball to Steve Avery. Oh, and Avery with a big hurdle at the end, and it'll be close, but just shy of a 1st down.
Where they mark those balls, that's what you're always looking at as a coach, is where does he mark the ball? He's got to make his decision by now, whether he's going for it on 4th down or going up with the field goal.
138. Okay.
This will be an 8-yard gain.
He's coming. He's going to go for it.
Let's go with
the 9-yard gain brings up
133 counter pass.
Michael Jones, 55. Lewis Riddick, 42. Push him out. They need about a yard.
This is going to be a fake run and a counter pass. They're in their short yardage wishbone formation.
Timeout.
He didn't like it.
Fuck, make up your mind.
Mike Gorseth hasn't liked a couple things so far in the 3rd quarter. And we'll come back with a 4th and 1 play for Birmingham in a moment.
Tomorrow night at 7.
The Birmingham Fire needing a yard to keep the ball and to keep alive some hopes in this game. We have 7:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sacramento leading 20-3.
I think they've had a change of heart. They're going to run for it. This is 35 power. He had a play-action pass called originally.
Well, you can't run if they can't count. And Phil Ross missed the snap count.
Now he's got to go to the field goal.
And again, tempers flaring, but the whole play going for naught is Birmingham's Phil Ross just jumped the count too soon.
That's one of those double-edged. Yeah, that's one of those double-edged swords on the starting count. He tried to draw him offside. You saw earlier on passing downs, he did in fact draw Sacramento offside, but here on 3rd and short, 4th and short, his own team.
Number 82 in the
his own team was the
5-yard penalty.
villain here.
Repeat the down.
Birmingham's on offense has absolutely killed themselves.
Yes, they've moved the ball well, and as we've seen, Harris has done a great job running the ball.
Well, Jim Haslett twice was a Pro Bowl linebacker. And he's Michael Jones is a converted fullback. The Raiders are hoping to turn into a linebacker.
The Raiders are very high on Michael Jones. College fullback. He's got great speed. He's getting a chance to lead his defensive team. A protected player by the Raiders, so they have a lot of hope for him.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
While Chan Gailey now is going to the field goal after a 5-yard penalty. Philip Doyle kicked a 50-yarder in the 1st quarter, which tied the World League record. He's going to try one here from 46 yards. Gary Lane is at a workout tonight, trying to keep everything straight.
Gary Lane is an official in the NFL. I've spent a lot of time talking to Gary. He works the sideline as a head linesman in the NFL. Here he's a referee.
Here's Doyle lining it up out of the hold of Kirk Maggio. Little high snap, and Maggio got that down. Doyle gets that up, and good. Well, Philip Doyle has been the find of the night for Birmingham. 50 and 47-yard field goals, and both of them have been line drivers. And so Birmingham puts 3 more up. Sacramento now leads at 20-6.
Bad hold.
Saturdays at 11, 10 Central.
Now Nate Hill came into this game weighing 320 pounds. He might leave at about 280. Birmingham after the field goal, kicking it off, and this is Stephon Adams for Sacramento. He runs the ball out across the 30-yard line. Beautiful state capitol building, heart of downtown Sacramento.
Paul Green has got some bruised ribs and is not in the action. He's standing on the sideline. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but that affects their offensive selection. They really only have one man at that position. Tony Burst fills in as a tight end, but that's going to affect how they play the game from now on.
What's the mark? 34 set.
David Archer up to the line.
390. 390. Hot.
And up inside the Pringles. Stopped. Maybe a yard. Once again this year, the World League will have its team in Dallas. And when players are injured and lost to injury for any length of time, the World League teams will be able to tap into Team Dallas to replace with players who have been working out there and familiar with some of the World League systems.
That's probably better theory than it really is, because when you go to each team, there are nuances, but it certainly keeps people in shape, keeps them ready to play, and it's an outstanding idea when you have to play with 36 players.
34 set. 390. 390. Hot.
Second down and 9. Archer trying to thread that one in on the sidelines. Intended for Parker, and it's broken up. Arthur Hunter on the defense. Well, next Saturday, we'll travel across the country and up into Canada. We'll be at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, where the World League was received wonderfully last year. The Orlando Thunder, with new coach Galen Hall, will be in to visit the Montreal Machine next Saturday, live at 8 Eastern on USA. Montreal with new quarterback this year and former Green Bay Packer Anthony Dillwell.
Left, Carl. 4-3 set. 290. 290. Hut.
3rd and 9. Flag is down. Archer with a big gain, but a flag way down back in the backfield. Probably it is going to come back as Gary Lane, who threw the flag, turns and signals holding on Sacramento.
Sometimes when you get man-to-man coverage, they wind up turning their backs to the quarterback, and if you have got some ability, you can start running, and there's just tremendous daylight. David Archer was probably tired by the time he said, hey, I'm 30 years old, I can't run this far, particularly when it doesn't count.
Holding, number 70 on the offense, repeat, 3rd down.
1985 is Ernie Rogers out of California, the man, the offender. 1985, David Archer was the leading rushing quarterback in the NFL.
Here's a dangerous set of circumstances now. You're 3rd down and 20. He's calling a 9.99
on one. Ready?
Seam, so he's trying to throw the ball right down the...
Tighten down, Carl.
The numbers that you see on the field here. Let's see what happens.
4-3 set.
Can't have an interception.
390. 390. Hut.
4 receivers out.
Go.
Archer's going to run it. And he got about 12 or so before he's brought down. Paul McGowan with a pretty good hit to stop Archer near the 35-yard line and force Sacramento to punt the ball for just the 2nd time tonight.
Sometimes the best passes are the ones that aren't thrown. He didn't have much there, and so he took it down and ran with it, which is the right decision. Oftentimes, quarterbacks who can be so positive say, gee, I can find it in there somewhere, put that ball down the field and get themselves in trouble. Again, the result of having a lot of years playing that position.
John Nace is going to be punting here for Sacramento. And we have yet another flag thrown.
False start, number 95 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Corian Freeman, linebacker for Sacramento, made a false start. So, fair number of penalties. The special teams play, I think it would be fair to say it was a little ragged in the World League last year, John. And as you mentioned, it's almost all starters because of the short rosters that play special teams.
You just don't have the special team specialists. Most NFL teams carry a man just as a snapper, and it's just impossible in this league. So you see some errors in that part of the game.
Ball downed outside the 40, so Birmingham will start with decent field position. Still better than 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Right now, the Sacramento Surge in control, 20-6.
Kellogg's Cracklin' Oat brand.
Well, the position for John Robinson's a little different standing here in the press box, but you said you haven't sat at a football game in how many years?
I can't remember the last time. It's been a long time since I've been this far away from the action, but I'm enjoying it, and I sure as heck can see a lot better up here.
Well, right now, the Birmingham Fire with an opportunity. Good field position as they start at their 41. Elroy Harris. Nice run, which will be just shy of a first down. And we'll listen to Coach Chan Gailey and quarterback Mike Norseth during the series.
Wing, where is it? 56. That's the first, isn't it? It's over the 50. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close, he's right. That's one of the things the play caller always has to know.
Wing right,
is where the ball is.
040, shoot.
Go. Mark Hopkins, the tight end, just did a great job on Corian Freeman that last time. Knocked him 6 or 7 yards off the ball. First down and going with a play action pass.
Kulu 040, shoot, right? First down.
Harris has run for 67 yards on 10 carries. Willie Boyer has it. Wrapped up inside the Sacramento 45.
5, second 5. Right. Okay, wing right, 139 stretch. Wing right zipper, 139 stretch.
Let's go now. That's a run again. You can hear his coach up in the press box giving him the information on where the ball is. He makes the decision.
39. 44.
Down.
Eugene Rowell in motion. Elroy Harris the carry, and a lot of room again. Harris goes down himself, but that's a first down.
Good job, Billy. Wing right close. Bingo, 903 Finner. 95's out.
Let's go now. Let's go, Caesar.
Chan Gailey gets help, as you mentioned, John, when the ball positioning from upstairs, but he calls the plays.
He makes the decision and gets it in there quickly.
Wing right, bingo, 903 center, break it.
This is a pass. The center is, I think, the slot back Ross sitting down in the middle.
Wide open man, and the ball is overthrown. Eugene Rowell running on the far side, all by himself. That's been the difference in the quarterbacks tonight, I think. Archer has not missed any open people.
Yeah, Mike would like to have that one back. I think he probably saw him a little late, but he was open, and there was basically, you see the wide receiver going up the field outside. It's a zone coverage. He's in the middle of the two zoners. The ball could be thrown there, but he just got a little too much on it.
Low.
Down.
90 seconds to play, third quarter. That's incomplete. I don't know, Eddie. Eddie Britton turned up the field. Mike Norseth expected him to hook on the sidelines.
It looked like he expected him on a deep out, and wide receivers every once in a while, when cornerbacks are crowding them, they'll just try to take it up the field.
Run a hot here on this play. Trips right, strike 902F.
Right, strike 902F. Strike 902F, right? Find it, Steve.
The trip right, 3 receivers will go to the right side.
Down.
Third down and 10. That's incomplete. Avery, the last resort receiver. He had a man on his back.
That was a good coverage by Mike Jones. They were trying to sneak the fullback, the remaining back out in the middle of the line and then out along the flat. Mike Jones just waited for him and covered it. Said, see, I got that guy. Say, I got him. Don't worry about nothing. I got him.
Michael Jones was a fullback at Missouri.
Hey, man, he's past the line of scrimmage. He's still not calling. That running back is past the line of scrimmage.
Well, he can do that, Mike, but you just cover him and we'll be okay.
Here is this field goal try, 54 yards by Doyle. And that's blocked. And out of the scrum will emerge nobody yet. And finally the whistles blow, but Sacramento will have the football around the 35-yard line. So Doyle trying to nail one from 54, has it blocked with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Nice-looking young man, Mike Jones. He's got great speed.
John, there's a water shortage in California, isn't there?
Good job, Joe. You can't waste that water. We've had enough rain, though, to take care of that water shortage for a while. But there you see a young player who has great ambition.
Get him every time, man. Get him every time.
Looking for a chance to get back with the Raiders this year. And this does nothing but help him. You can just see the sense of confidence and the ability to communicate.
Hey, Bill, here you go.
And it's part of what's going to help the World League improve in year 2 when protected players from NFL teams are getting a chance to play. 390, cut! Let's see it. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it. Trying to reverse his field is Anthony Green. And they lose at least 6 yards on the play, which ends the third quarter. Sacramento had the only touchdown of the third. And as we go to the fourth quarter at Hornet Field, the Surge lead 20-6.
Welcome to Pro Football's World. Care of your truck. Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
Philip Doyle tied a World League record on his first ever field goal attempt, 50 yards in the first quarter. But then Mike Pringle scored for Sacramento early in the second. The highlight play of the game, Eddie Brown with a leaping grab of a pass from David Archer. Then Archer to Carl Parker in the third quarter before Doyle hit another long field goal. And that's where we stand as we start the fourth.
260,
Second down and 15. Archer goes down. He got hit by Dubose, who was trying to block Maurice Oliver.
Maurice got them all there. He just came in and knocked Dubose back into the quarterback. And you have a little bit of a sense that Sacramento's losing the rhythm. They're moving backward now. They had a penalty the last series of downs that stopped them. Now they're back in one of those long third and a million. Got to be careful here again now and make sure you don't make the big error.
That is Sean Moore, who is another NFL allocated player. The Denver Broncos sending Sean Moore out of Virginia to back up Mike Norseth here at Birmingham this year. Third down and 24, and that's a sliding grab that is shy of a first down. Caught by Eddie Brown, but that'll be about 6 yards shy of a first down. Let's find Michael Barkan.
With Joe Valerio, University of Pennsylvania grad, coming over from the Kansas City Chiefs. So what's this experience been like for you? Briefly, I know you got to go out there.
It's been a great experience. You know, I'm learning a lot. I'm getting a lot of valuable playing time that I didn't really get in Kansas City, and hopefully when I get back there to camp, I'll be ready to go. You know, I'll be ready for game time.
Don't view this as a punishment in any way.
No, it's an enhancement to me. It's going to enhance my career.
How you guys going to move the ball now?
We're going to get a touchdown right here. We got to.
Thanks.
Third punt of the game by Sacramento's John Neese, and it's downed inside the 30. Well, Joe Valerio, one of the more highly drafted people to ever show up in the world, and he was a second-round draft pick of the Kansas City Chiefs last year.
He's playing the most difficult position there is to play in this game, offensive tackle. You really have some trouble if you're not skilled out in that position.
Well, Birmingham gets the ball again with decent position, trying to cut into a 2-touchdown lead.
This is calcium-rich Tums.
Opening night of the second season of World League football, and so far it has been the Sacramento Surge's night. They lead it 20-6. The Birmingham Fire have the football when they first down at their own 30-yard line. Mark Norseth throwing it incomplete.
Getting a bootleg pass. He had his receiver open briefly early, but Mike wasn't ready to throw the ball, and by the time he got back there, the coverage had eaten him up a little bit.
Big for Chan Gailey this year.
Okay, set left close, 139 stretch.
He has a veteran in Mike Norseth, and the young man we mentioned, Sean Moore from Virginia, who the Denver Broncos would like to see play. He's going to be the backup to John Elway this coming year.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get a chance somewhere in this season. Here's the run to the left again now.
It's Harris for 5 yards. Of course, the the situation as it spans out. Chan Gailey says, I'm going to play the man that's going to give me the best chance to win. Of course,
that's right.
Denver
Coaches
Broncos
have to make those decisions.
Exactly. Denver doesn't want a Sean Moore to come here and not play for 10 weeks. So it's a difficult decision.
Go with 344 switch.
But the integrity of the coach has to be there, and they have to make the decision they feel is right. 3rd down and 5. This is a key down for them. They've got to be able to put drives together. They don't appear to be a big play team, so let's look for Boyer on that short crossing pattern again. See what we get.
The wide receivers. Nice grab. And it's Boyer again who's shown some good hands in this game. Excuse me, that's Eddie Britton. Eddie Britton on the grab for Birmingham, and it's a 1st down.
He put that one in there. He was going to throw there. Almost got it intercepted. He might have held it just a little long. Gave the defensive back a chance, but he got it in, and that's a 1st down. And
1st and 10 Birmingham on the 44.
Very little room to get that ball in there.
Yeah, he did a nice job.
11:55 to play.
Here's where everybody points at the other guy. It says, I confess it's his fault.
Offense, number 65 before the snap. 1st down.
Rick Opalskis. Now, Birmingham has 5 active players from the NFL enhancement allocation. We mentioned Valerio. We've seen Britton and Avery.
It's interesting. There's only 1 starter in that group. So, and Barry Johnson, who's on the injured list.
Hey, you got this. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, there have been about 40 NFL players who have been cut by World League teams so far this year. Seth up top. And the 1st down pass completed to Phil Ross on 1st and 15.
You get the feeling that Norseth is not looking down the field very long. He's looking for the receiver in front. He's finding open people, but they just don't seem to be able to put the long, consistent drive together. Something goes wrong. They're going to have to get that ball up the field at some point here to try to make a big play to get a little jump going in this offense.
Steve Avery with the pitch, and he's racked up for a loss.
That's a good call by Jim Haslett, the defensive coordinator. They have run the ball on 2nd down about 3 times in a row, and I think Jim was waiting for it, change the defense.
The Bears, I mean, from where he was at. Yeah, but I didn't know if those guys knew, if Corey and Basil, they were switched. And Mike,
Jimmy, what you call?
We got 43 State.
43 State.
Jim was explaining all that stuff he was doing. He said, hey, I knew where they were going.
Watch your seam route now.
There's John Fonts, standing, the younger brother of Wayne Fonts, the Detroit Lions coach.
You got the seam route right now.
John's the good-looking brother. Wayne's the guy that had absolutely one of the great coaching efforts ever.
3rd down, long yardage. Long pass, and incomplete, but the receiver was detoured there. Intended for Eugene Rowell running down the field. Junior Robinson knocked him down.
There's that secondary coach, man. You look for flags, and then you say, nice job. John's a fine coach and comes from a great family. The Fonts family is, I think they got 5 brothers.
You got to make sure you watch the fake on this now.
Okay.
Right.
If they fake 11,
you got 11.
We'll watch for it, too. 4th down and 11 for Birmingham.
When you're ahead 20-6, you can be kind of confident up there. Fold your arms and say, hey, we got this under control.
Maggio, the punter. And the play clock all the way down. And Brown will have a chance to run this back. Oh, and he gets hit over the advertisements on the far side. But Sacramento gets the ball back, leading by 2 touchdowns with 9:29 to play.
The trouble with lots of lawn tractors is you have to stop every time you shift gears. Now, for about the same price as other tractors, you can buy the new MTD with clutch-free on-the-go shifting that keeps you moving. With the MTD, you'll be finished, while other tractors are still going, and stopping, and going, and stopping. MTD yard machines, the best buy on the American landscape. American-made, American-owned.
Armored and dangerous. The New York, New Jersey Knights return to Giant Stadium this spring, setting their sights on total domination with this season's even more deadly run-and-shoot offense and world-class defense. The Knights are poised to power their way to the World Bowl championship. Backed by the NFL, with NFL players, Knights football is NFL football in the spring.
Night season tickets are going fast. Call 1-800-394-NYNJ or Ticketmaster today.
Continental Roof Systems is a leader in commercial and residential roofing. Their staff of dedicated tradesmen are determined to show you their superior craftsmanship and roofing knowledge, including a well-versed technical staff. Continental uses modern equipment to provide a proper installation or repair of any roof, ranging from a proven hot tar roof to the traditional shingle roof. When you need a roofer, call Continental Roof. They'll really work hard for you.
Strike. Counter-Strike. An all-new season on USA. Tomorrow night at 10.
Jim Haslett has been talking and praising his defense with their last series.
Yeah, that's when you get, you kind of get a chance. There's Sinclair, who's had a good football game, got a little cut in his eyes, probably saying, man, I hope this doesn't give me a scar, because I'm good looking and I don't need a scar on my head.
That happened early in the game. He has come back after having it stitched up to continue to play. Now Sacramento with the ball would like to put together one of the extended drives that's led to their 3 touchdowns. But Mike Pringle gets stopped for no gain on the first play by Paul McGowan. David Archer has led them on drives of 73, 86, and 72 yards for the 3 scores.
And he needs one more now. What they have to be concerned about is
34, right? 484 on one. Ready?
He's throwing the ball now, but the last 3 series they have not done much. And they need to have a drive to control the game from here on out.
Archer standing in there and going long for Brown. Intercepted by John Miller. And a lot of room. John Miller all the way back down near the 40 of Sacramento.
Well, you could see that. You could see that happen. I think David Archer goes over there to angry with himself. You could see that kind of happening. They weren't moving the football, and there's that tendency to try to put up and get a big play. And now Birmingham's got life. Now they put a drive in the end zone here, and we've got a heck of a ball game again. And
well, the key here, John Miller gets up and he runs this ball back about 35 yards.
Yeah, and that's a big, that gives him great field position. Here comes that linebacker David Archer. Oh, look at that! All right, David. And that's what you need playing this game. Doesn't matter what position, you got to be a competitor. And certainly David Archer is proving that, and he's proven that over the years a lot of times.
You see the time remaining in the game. Birmingham needs 2 touchdowns. Another flag down as Harris bounces outside. I'll tell you one thing, John. If Birmingham cannot go home from this game and say we never had a chance, and they've had some outstanding opportunities here.
Yeah, they have good field position and they're self-destructing. Here they've got a penalty, and this offense just doesn't do good with 1st and 20. Not that many do, but the pressure starts coming on the signal caller. Now you see Shan there. He's starting to look for that play that's in that game plan somewhere down there.
Repeat first down.
Okay, go wing left.
Bill
wing
Anderson,
left, go with
the center.
a Bing. Let's go. Hey, the wing left.
Has been
close.
called for the hold.
Bing 903. I'm sorry, Bing 203 swing takeoff.
It's our center that is going to make the holding penalty here. You see the nose man offset a little bit. He's trying to reach over and get him. That left arm is there now. Now he's got him in a bear hug there. That's a takedown and a win in the World Federation right there.
First down and 20 and a bomb down the far side. Some contact with no flags.
And great coverage again. That's an outstanding job. Tracy Perkins was the cornerback on that. I'm impressed with the Sacramento corners. All of them. Robinson has done a good job. McWright, Tracy Perkins, they have handled the receivers up the field.
Set left, Hopo, Peacock 585.
Now they've gone. This is a second set of cornerbacks in the game.
There's the out and up, conservative play. Great job, perfect job. You see him cut off the field. There was no place for the receiver to go. That's just very good, very good. football. John Fonce is going to be very proud of his group.
2nd and 20 for Birmingham. This one up the middle, and it is incomplete. They're going down the field, which they haven't been able to do with much success. That one was going to Mark Hopkins, the tight end.
And again, good coverage. They had 2 people sitting back there. That's just a hope when you put it down the middle and you got 2-on-1.
Derek Kelson, another new defensive back in the game for Sacramento.
Here's the look. You see the coverage is just outstanding. When you're 2nd and 20, coverage gets a lot better against you.
And down to 7 minutes to play, 3rd and 20.
There's that screen pass.
And now Eddie Britton's got some room. Great open field running, and Eddie Britton is down to the 35. He is going to be within 2 yards of a first down.
And personnel.
And with 4th down, Chan Gailey not hesitating.
Here's the big call of the game for Chan.
Let's go with 128 sweep. Let's go. Trips right, 128 sweep.
It's getting in a passing formation and going to run the sweep. It's clear that of all the rules in the World League this year, this screen pass with offensive linemen able to go downfield before the throw is going to be the most influential in this game.
They need 3 yards.
Here comes the run this way. Watch the block on Sinclair. Didn't get it.
Avery. Nothing. No chance. And Sacramento's defense holds on 4th down, a play that seemingly had no chance to succeed.
Well, the wide receiver tried to block down on Sinclair, and Sinclair, with good instincts, stepped around the block, and the play was dead.
So with 6:07 to play, Sacramento has the ball back and a commanding lead.
This is where it happened. The breakthrough in urethane chemistry that created a car polish so technologically advanced, one application lasts an entire year. Finish 2001. The car polish you use only once every 12 months. This old car's been badly neglected. Its finish appears destroyed. With no rubbing, no buffing, Finish 2001 with its urethane formula safely brings back the showroom shine. A rich, deep gloss shine that lasts an entire year. We tested Finish 2001 against other leading polishes, even some that claim to protect your car against fire or against acid. And the test results? Nothing, but nothing protects or shines better than Finish 2001, the 12-month car polish with a 100% money-back guarantee.
Finish 2001 is available at these fine stores.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
In your face football. It's kickoff time when the Orlando Thunder face the Montreal Machine. World League football on USA. Next Saturday, live at 8 Eastern.
With all due apologies to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, this could possibly be the best cheerleader in professional sports. Crazy George. Here we go.
That was pathetic.
He said that was pathetic. Get this. Birmingham brought him in for a tryout, and he's leading the Surge fans. I think he's going to get the job. George, where's the drum?
Yeah, I left it home. I wasn't going to be cheerleading. I just came here to watch the game.
Back to you.
Guy could get 10 to 15 years for abuse of his vocal cords. He's a Northern California tradition. Crazy George.
I think I saw him at Candlestick Park yelling at me down through the years.
How could you pick him out?
Just that shrill voice.
Did anybody ever yell at you there, John?
Oh, boy, do they. Oh, big play by David Archie. Get the first down, David.
naked bootleg by Archer, and he gets a first down near midfield. And Otis Moore didn't take kindly to Archer dissing him a little bit at the end of the play.
Well, it was a first down that Sacramento desperately had to have. Their running game since Paul Green has gone out at tight end has really gone downhill, and David had to take it on himself. They've got a leader on that football team. Don't you feel this? Here's David Archer running down the field.
Well, let me tell you about.
Oh, stuck it in his. That's it, Dave.
You know what I like about David Archer? He's really an honest guy. David Archer had a tryout this year with the Philadelphia Eagles at the time when they lost both Randall Cunningham and Jim McMahon to injuries. They needed a quarterback for a Monday night game. David Archer was one of 4 guys he tried out. He said, I never in my life had ever left a workout being sure that I had a job until I was in Philadelphia this year. I was the best guy in the tryout. And they called me and they said, we're going to keep Pat Ryan. Pat Ryan is a really good friend of mine, but Pat Ryan was the worst guy in the tryout.
Well,
and
he has probably had a prejudice too. Now they can run the clock down pretty good.
390, hot. Inside give to Pringle. I guess the moral of the story is that David Archer, he says it without a lot of malice. He just says it very matter of fact. His confidence is going to make Sacramento, I think, just by Archer's presence, a team to be worried about this year.
And, you know, what better thing can you have as your quarterback face-to-face with a defensive tackle doing the talking? You know, this game is not so sophisticated that the emotion that this man brings to them isn't very, very important. And you can see how that it has increased as the game's
Split
going
right, 40 trap on one.
We're down under 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play now. Sacramento
34 set.
Closing in on a victory in this first game of the World League season.
This is a quick hitter in the middle. Quick hitter right down the middle.
Pringle picks up only a yard or two, so it'll be a third down and short yardage play coming up. First World League game, John. I can tell you it looks a lot better to me than last year. What's your impression?
Oh, definitely. And, of course, we focused in on a couple of players. But as you look at this game, there have been a lot of people who I think have made big plays. The perimeter of both teams, the secondary, the corners. We have excellent play from the corners, particularly Sacramento's corners. The 2 defensive ends, Bethune and Sinclair, have done a good job of getting up the field. And Harris, who's been the dominant runner, has done a great job. They just kind of self-destructed a little bit.
And now Birmingham has to stop Sacramento here. Third down and 4. And that play does not get off smoothly.
False start. Offense before the snap. Repeat third down.
Well, one thing the World League has done very well is keep the games moving.
I don't know, Jim. We had a whole bunch of folks moving on that.
The clock running after.
What's the play, Jim?
Incomplete.
066 H post.
Okay.
066. He's throwing. Gay's being aggressive here. I might have called a draw here and said, hey, we got this thing if we don't make a big error.
390. Hut.
Here comes Oliver on the pass rush. That's what he look out. Don't throw it away.
Archer completes a pass, but there are flags down as well. Pass caught by Eddie Brown, who is shy of a first down. There are also penalty markers down.
Number 88, Eddie
Well,
Brown.
they're gonna probably decline the penalty so they can get the football back.
What would you do, John? Because you're talking about a major difference in field position.
Yeah, and I think if you keep the clock moving when you're 3 minutes and you're up by 2 touchdowns.
Offense. Number 62. Penalties declined. Fourth down.
All right, they will decline it, but the ball moves up close to midfield.
Watch for the block here, okay? Tell him to get that thing off quick. Hey, get it off there, John!
A lot of pressure on the snapper here. He's got to make a good snap. The ball's got to get off.
So the ball's marked at the 47-yard line of Birmingham.
We got to get first down. Daddy, good job. Way to keep coming. God damn. Motherfucker speed me.
10 men will rush the punter here. He gets it away.
Oh, get down and down it.
Oh, that second hop on the nose kicked it in the end zone. So this emotional game will proceed to its final 2 minutes and 55 seconds, with Sacramento leading by 2 touchdowns. 20-6 for the Surge.
Remember when you were young and the world seemed brighter? Success and happiness were just around the corner. What happened?
Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind. For only $5.95, it's a great investment in yourself.
New Britain, Connecticut is 119 miles from New York City. It only seems farther than that. People here live in the same houses their parents lived in, worship in churches where their grandparents worshipped, and work for the company their great-grandfathers built, the Stanley Works. So it's not surprising Stanley tools are made to last. It would only be surprising if they weren't.
All right, along with Michael Barkat and John Robinson, Ted Robinson with you on USA's World League coverage. Next week, Orlando at Montreal next Saturday night. Birmingham will open up at their newly renovated Legion Field next Sunday against San Antonio. And the Sacramento Surge will be in Columbus to play the Ohio Glory next Sunday. Mike Morissette for Birmingham. And that's completion out near the 40-yard line, caught by Willie Boyer.
Here's where that tendency to go into the prevent defense is hard to resist as a defensive coach. If you back off too much and begin to let them establish this kind of a game, it's not the kind of game Birmingham is good at. But if they establish it, they got.
Morissette was going. He saw what was coming there, and he threw a bad ball, and he gets another flag thrown.
Mike Sinclair again, good pressure up the field. Mike's having now he's got a bad back. He said, "Man, I got a bad back, and I got a cut over my eye." And
I see what happened now, John. After the cut, he's got a shield on. That's a makeshift shield. You can start the game with that.
That looks like some saran wrap right across the thing there. But he's had a good game, a good young football player. We're destined to. He's going to have a good career, and he's just getting started. And had a good game. Sore back.
Still sorting out the penalty with 2:25 to play.
Ineligible receiver, downfield on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Again, the self-destruction by
he tipped the ball.
The fire.
He tipped the ball behind the line.
Yeah. This is when the coach wants that communications with the referee as well.
595.
That should have been picked up by one of the deep officials in the secondary.
I have a feeling.
Tipped the ball behind the line of scrimmage, right? Oh, crap!
I'm feeling Chan Gailey may have a few problems with the officiating when he gets back and watches the films of this game. That's something.
Well, that's just part of the frustration that comes when your things aren't going the way you wanted. At halftime, he was frustrated, but felt like if he could get some rhythm in his offense, he would get it going. But he's just been victimized by penalties, some errors. They're an offense that has to be a possession offense, and they're not in that element right now.
4 wide receivers on first down and 20. And Morissette airs one out of bounds on the catch. Eddie Britton made the leaping try for it. Morissette has just not been able to get anything down the field tonight.
No, and of course, it's hard when you're first and 20. In the second half, he's had penalties that have taken him out of any kind of a decent field position. Defense just lays off, and you just can't throw it down in there with much hope of success. He's got 3 downs. They got to go for it on 4th down, so he may be able to go back to that screen to try to get a receiver running diagonally across the secondary.
There's your game time remaining, and now at this stage of the game, the clock does stop on incompletions. And there's another one.
Mike has had a lot of problems, a lot of frustration in that 10 to 12-yard pass where it doesn't put any arc on the ball. And it looks like the point is going down because the ball seems to be falling away. It's looked like he's throwing a low strike in there and and it's just hard to catch, and he's had his frustrations.
Mike Norseth was originally a draft pick of the Cleveland Browns, 7th rounder in 1986. He's been with Cincinnati, Green Bay, and Houston as backups. Just over 10 yards of completion tonight. 3rd down and 20. Whistles here, and he had stepped out of bounds. Norseth was out of bounds before he threw the football. And that will bring up 4th down and bring the punt team out for Birmingham.
The Sacramento defense has done a great job. This is a completely revamped defense. They felt like they had a lot better speed than they had last year. And Jim Haslett has to feel good about the performance of his guys. I think particularly the corners have just been outstanding. They have pretty much taken away anything down the field.
Right after this kick, I'm coming. Okay.
They only have 2 starters back this year on defense from their 3-7 team last year.
I think we're going to see that around the league this year, that the people coming in are going to do a better job than was done last year, and we're just going to see a far better brand of football.
Brown backs off. Sacramento will take over at the 30-yard line as we hit 1:55 to play at Hornet Field, and a successful opener for the Sacramento Surge.
When you play the game and you're looking good, there's a Bud Light way and it's understood.
If you're into looking good, get into Bud Light. Clean, fresh taste won't fill you up, never let you down.
You can taste it, feel it, know you got it right. Cause everything else is just a light. Just a light. Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. Just a light. Everything else is just a light.
Last week at the Lake Edna KFC, there were 2 incredible occurrences. One was the long-awaited introduction of new skin-free crispy chicken. People were astonished that skin-free chicken could be so crispy and juicy, astounded over the deep marinated taste. And the UFO was interesting, too. Get 3 great kinds of chicken, including new skin-free crispy in a variety bucket, just $9.99. The juiciest deal in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
The Discover card pays a cashback bonus on every penny you charge.
Pennies from heaven.
It pays to Discover.
When sports cream, when arms are sore, when legs ache, when muscles hurt. Why sports cream? Massaging sports cream in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why sports cream? Because it works.
The World League on USA has been brought to you by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
Well, David Archer has had a strong debut in the World League.
No question about it. The Sacramento Surge as a whole, they've moved into a new stadium. It's a great little stadium. They've had enthusiasm from the fans. They've got to feel very good about where they are.
And David Archer is our KFC player of the game with 272 passing yards, 18 out of 23. And Kentucky Fried Chicken will make a donation of $1,000 in David Archer's name to DARE, Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
He did a great job of hitting a lot of different receivers. He had a balanced passing offense to receivers, tight ends, running backs. First down. David's going to get this thing over with as fast as he can.
1:55 remaining. And Pringle carries the ball. Make sure that Pringle gets out of bounds. Pringle couldn't get out in the first half. You know, the owner of the Sacramento Surge, Fred Anderson, just ran up the aisleway in front of us. He was sitting in the stands. He got a lot of applause from the folks sitting here in the stands. He spent $2.5 million to build this stadium, basically, in the last 2.5 months.
Yeah, things are very positive here. I had a great feeling yesterday when we went to watch them work out. that they were a confident group, and certainly I think the work that Kay Stevenson and David Archer did tonight was remarkable.
97, clock stopped at 1:47. This time Pringle keeps it right between the hash marks. And Birmingham will take a timeout.
There's a defensive end that looks like he could still come back and play, doesn't he? Jack played for me at the Rams, and when he finally decided to retire, you know, I kind of said, boy, you look like you can still play. One of the great players, should be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure he will be. And, just an outstanding gentleman.
He's slamming those weights around during our halftime feature. They're pretty impressive. Doug Cosby, who's also a former NFL standout, tight end with the Dallas Cowboys, works for the Sacramento team as the director of community affairs.
Doug grew up in this area, went to Santa Clara, was a great receiver, tight end for Dallas, back at his home.
Next Saturday, some poutines for you, John.
Yes, I'm looking forward to going to Montreal, and their Orlando Thunder is a team that is much improved, and I'm sure Montreal is as well. Dillwig, I think, is the same kind of quarterback as Archer, so we'll see a good football.
360. Third down and 4 here for the Surge. Dubose gets the carry, and Doug Dubose will pick up appears to be first down yardage. Poutines are, instead of buying popcorn or hot dogs at the concession stands in Montreal, poutines are a big delicacy, fried potatoes and gravy.
Oh, I don't need any of that. I've had enough of the poutines for the last meal lifetime.
I
Under a
recommend
different
them
name.
highly, John. There's Mike Keller, who is the general manager of the Sacramento Surge. He's a former executive with the Seattle Seahawks.
You can look kind of business-like an official when you're ahead and being a general manager. Look like you're making a deal there, doesn't it? Bring in another player. They got to feel good about it.
Meanwhile, the other side is Gavin Malouf, who is the principal owner of the Birmingham Fire. They have done so well off the field at Birmingham. Great support from their fans. They've renovated Legion Field. And unfortunately, their first road trip tonight doesn't turn out well. And they've got a tough schedule. They still have to go to Europe in 2 weeks to play consecutive games.
What they got to think about is going home and being more consistent on offense. You know, the thing all kind of goes in the quarterback's lap when everybody else makes mistakes. Mike Norseth got off to a good start, but then things just fell apart around him, and he just couldn't bring them back. And they're a football team that has to be efficient if they're going to be successful. I think they count on their defense doing well, but
390. 1:37 to play. First down, Dubose wrapped up. Birmingham has no timeouts remaining,
so this game is over. And Kay Stevenson, you know, I thought we had a great opportunity tonight to look into the mind and the sounds that the coaches and the quarterbacks
take the hand
how
off,
they deal
cover
with
up.
each other.
Use the time.
Dual right, 30 man.
Here's the curve. That's a
They don't have any timeout, so
cover it up. We're going home, baby. This man has done an outstanding job with this team.
2 plays.
Yeah, we just need to run them on first down. Way that clock gets way down there.
2 snaps should do it here for Sacramento. There's one.
Hold that ball. Hold that ball.
Straight ahead.
We need 1 play. 1 play.
Just run wedge goal,
game
Coach,
clock.
I think.
There you go. Okay. Let's just run. Tell them to get in there tight. Everybody get in tight. Let's run wedge hold.
Get off
wedge
after.
hold.
Get off after.
That's
wedge
a difficult
hold.
decision.
You notice how the press box guys are all talking now. They're giving Kay a lot of advice. Run this, Kay, run that. First quarter, very quiet. When you're winning, boy, everybody loves to talk. If you look over at Chan Galley over on the other side, there's probably nobody standing around Chan. He's all by himself over there.
360. And that'll end it. Tony Burst gets the carry, so the Sacramento Surge start to erase the painful memories of their first year with a very impressive game tonight. And the addition of David Archer with all of his experience making a tremendous difference in Sacramento's offensive performance.
No question about it. And you know, and you got to feel great about their defense. If you're Sacramento, they will not give up a touchdown. The defense does not have a lot of experience. I think Mike Jones did a great job for him. Herb Welch, a veteran of a lot of NFL seasons in the secondary. So they're off to a very good start.
David Archer, 18 for 23, 272 yards in Sacramento's opening night win.
Unleash yourself in the mind maze. Free your imagination. Escape your reality. Can you win in the mind maze? It's a perfect place. Drift into another world where everything is what you make it. It's magic. It's the mind maze. The mind maze, where it's all in your imagination. Call 1-900-933-9283. Adults 18 and over only. $5 per minute.
25 million Americans have seen ghosts. 40 million Americans have made contact with the dead. 62 million Americans have had a telepathic experience. 25 million Americans say they have spoken to the devil. Now, their stories will be told. Beyond reality. There are millions of reasons to watch. Fridays at 9, 8 Central on USA.
Sacramento beats Birmingham 20-6 on the World League opening night. Let's go down to Michael Barkan.
With David Archer, KFC player of the game, 18 for 22, 273. How do you assess your first World League game?
Oh, it's a great win for us, really is, and especially against a great defensive unit. Fortunately, our defense played well too, but their defensive unit is tough, and we feel very fortunate to come out of here against these guys because they were considered one of the best in the league last year. So it's a good one for us.
In your 8th year, 7 years in the NFL, why do this now?
Well, hey, I love to play the game, and I got a passion for the game, and when it's time to line up on Saturday or Sunday at 1 o'clock or 5 o'clock on USA or whatever it is, I have a great time playing the game, and that's why I'm out here. I just love playing.
You got Ohio next week. It's an expansion team, if you will. What do you think of that one?
Well, we're going to have to come to play because it's going to be at their place, and they're going to be ready to play. They're going to want to defend their backyard just like we want to defend ours tonight, and we're going to have to come to play because I know Coach Little will have them ready to go.
All right, David, thanks a lot. Ted?
All right, Michael, thank you. Next week, Brad Nessler will join John Robinson and Michael Barkan for the Orlando Thunder and the Montreal Machine at 8 Eastern on USA. Coming up next on the East Coast, you'll see Up All Night, Toxic Avenger Part 3. On the West Coast, the USA movie Body Heat. And our thanks to John Robinson and Michael Barkan. Our game tonight has been produced by Ken Wolf, directed by Craig Janoff. Thanks also to Bill Breslin and Jim Stamos for their help here in the booth. From Sacramento, the Surge win 20-6. I'm Ted Robinson. Thanks for being with us, and good night from Sacramento.